Now you don't have to choose because they're all right here.
WBKN FM, Brookhaven, B92.
The following is a B92 sports production. And now, Brookhaven Academy Cougar football. Game action is brought to you by Bain Drugs Brookhaven, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the Bank of Brookhaven, Toyota of Brookhaven, Perkins Ace Hardware Brookhaven,
Four Quarters Property Brookhaven, Green Tree Land and Timber,
King's Daughters Medical Center, Sullivan Ford Lincoln Brookhaven, the Dental Office of Dr. Clay Johnston, Insurance and Risk Managers, Brookhaven Monument Company,
J&B Tile, Highway 51 South,
Paul Barnett Nissan, your New York Life agents Dwayne and Kelly Allred, Clint's Pharmacy Brookhaven, Oak Lane Family Dental in Monticello, Pike National Bank, Mississippi Sports Medicine, your Landmax agent, Chad Smith.
Catlin Feed in Pocatello, and by David Brewer, candidate for Circuit Court Judge.
Now to the field for the Cougar Kickoff Show.
Well, good evening and welcome to RM Red Stewart Field on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. Ken Hollingsworth along with Beck Warren is set to bring you the final regular season home game here at Brookhaven Academy as the now 5-2 Brookhaven Academy Cougars will be hosting the 0-7 Benton Academy Raiders out of Benton Academy in Benton, Mississippi, out near Yazoo City. And Beck, we're looking at the two teams here. Last year, this Benton squad was a highly competitive squad. They had a large senior class. And kind of like we wound up a couple of years ago, only 17 out, and they've had just a tough season. But again, you got to take your hats off to these guys. They have battled hard every ball game, and they're going to give no less here tonight than their best here against the Cougars.
Yeah, absolutely, Ken. And one thing I think the coaches have been real cautious of is coming off the big homecoming win and district win last week against Centerville Academy. Cougars coming out 23-22 victor over Centerville is not to have a letdown, to come out and execute on offense, be in the right spots on defense, make plays. One thing you're going to see out of this Benton ball club, I understand that they will blitz on almost every play. The key there is to stop the blitz, but to also don't show something to another team that you may face down the road in the playoffs if you struggle against the blitz defense, and expect us to see that tonight.
So we'll see how the Cougars handle that blitzing defense from Benton Academy. Of course, for Brookhaven Academy, Cade Brown, kickoff returns, receiving, whatever he can get going is going to be a key for the Cougars. Of course, Nick Ogden running the football. And if those two players can really get into a groove tonight, Cougars should be in pretty good shape offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Cade Brown with 18 catches, over 240 yards last week. Clarion Ledger's Player of the Week was just decided on yesterday, so a great honor. I don't know if I recall another BA football player, and that's all levels, public, private, and all levels of high school players. Cade Brown was voted the Clarion Ledger Player of the Week, so big night for him. Good night running the ball last week for Nick Ogden. Expect the same. Expect some Luke Johnston to get some touches tonight. Dawson Flowers. Probably see Tyler Fortenberry in there tonight. I know Coach Rushing would like to play some of the younger guys, so that starting squad's got to come in and take care of business, get this game under control. But again, I know that he's stressed it, and I talked to him on Wednesday night. We're not going to overlook Benton looking down the road to somebody else.
Of course, we go to Farmerville, Louisiana next week for Union Christian. Then we head down to Liberty to take on a mid-school center for our final district ball game. And, of course, a win there pretty well nails down first place for Brookhaven Academy of the district. Now, we mentioned this is the final regular season home game, but if we went on out here, we will have you got to think we'll have a home game to begin the playoffs at least, depending on where we wind up as far as the seeds, overall seeds are concerned, and who else is above us and so forth, and how their games would pair that first round. But we're at least looking at one more home game after this.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, talking with the coaches, they feel like if we can run the table and take out Amet School Center that last district game of the year, we'll certainly get a first-round opportunity to host a playoff game, and maybe a second opportunity if we come in like 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the pecking order of the district. They do it on a ranking and a PowerPoint system, so it's not necessarily how you finish in your district to put you in a certain slot. There's a ranking that goes along with it.
And by the way, the Brookhaven Academy Cougars, the latest MAIS rankings in the Class 2A, did come in number 5 this week in Class 2A. So we have gotten into that top 5 category there in the rankings. It's Benton Academy, Brookhaven Academy senior night tonight. Senior football players, cheerleaders, and others we recognize tonight at Brookhaven Academy. Also want to wish the Lady Cougars good luck. The Lady Cougar softball team will have Becky Flowers, the coach, with us at halftime. But really kind of took it on the chin Wednesday night, 9-0 to Clinton Christian. And they've got to come back and win 2 tomorrow. First game at 11th, but they've got to win a doubleheader tomorrow to claim the title. But they have done that before as far as their winning streak throughout the year. So this is a team that looks poised to bring home a Class AA softball title.
Yeah, absolutely. They even in the South State tournament, they beat Clinton Christian 2 times over in McGee, and so they know they've got it in them. They've got to get good pitching performance, good defensive performance, and those bats got to come alive. And when those bats come alive, the Lady Cougars put points on the board. 30-plus wins in the season, so there's no doubt that they can take 2 from the Lady Warriors or Clinton Christian tomorrow. Also, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the successful season of our soccer team, Lady Cougar soccer team. They wrapped up their season to top-ranked St. Joe, but the win in this season in BA soccer history, district champs, so a lot of accomplishments for Coach Mark LeBlanc, Coach Clint Brownsville, Lady Cougars. Their soccer team is on the move.
All right, Benton Academy, Brookhaven Academy here at R.M. Stewart, Red Stewart Field at Brookhaven Academy. Kickoff in about 22 minutes, so make your way on out and join us here this evening. We're going to take a 2-minute break right now. 2 minutes down the line, we'll come back and visit with the head football coach here at Brookhaven Academy. Coach Ron Rushing will do that in 2 minutes after this on B92.
It's Truck Month at Paul Barnett Nissan, and we are proud to be showcasing the new Nissan Titan, the every-duty truck made right here in Mississippi. So come out to Paul Barnett Nissan and experience the difference with a brand-new Nissan Titan, complete with America's best truck warranty, 100,000 miles bumper to bumper. Paul Barnett Nissan, home of the Titan. Call us at 601-833-9124, in person at Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, or online at pbnissan.com.
Timber is a valuable asset. When you're ready to market timber, Green Tree Land and Timber is committed to getting the most value for your timber. Call Clint Stewart at 601-757-8787 or Gary Stewart 601-757-3009. Green Tree Land and Timber buys land and or timber for harvesting. If you have any questions about harvesting your timber, call Clint Stewart 601-757-8787 or Gary Stewart 601-757-3009. Green Tree Land and Timber.
Regular oil changes are important for your vehicle's performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Changes uses the highest grade products to ensure long engine life. We also check your vehicle's fluids and tires, plus at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, you get a free car wash and vacuum with every oil change. We are locally owned and operated with 7 locations in Mississippi, including our newest location, 5630 Highway 80 East in Pearl. In Brookhaven, our location is on Highway 51, just south of Brookway Boulevard.
I'm David Lee Brewer, and I ask you to elect me Circuit Court Judge for Walthall, Lincoln, and Pike counties. As a lifetime Southwest Mississippian, former Air Force officer, and 17-year practicing attorney, I'm the only candidate to have served you as both attorney and soldier. Over 13 years as a prosecutor, I've handled thousands of cases, and I will take my Christian values and life experience to the bench, ensuring you receive prompt, courteous, and firm but fair justice. On November 6th, please vote David Lee Brewer, Circuit Court Judge. Paid for by the committee to elect David Lee Brewer.
Cougar pregame show continues right now, as we are glad to have with us, as we do every evening, head coach here at Brookhaven Academy, Coach Ron Rushing. A coach is one who was at that 57-56 thriller a number of years ago. People said, well, I can't get much better than that, but I have to say that one Friday night is right up there with it as far as a thrilling football game. Great win for the Cougars. How about some thoughts and comments about that ball game?
It was a very exciting ball game. Kids just hung in there.
And the Cougar pregame show continues right now, as we are glad to have with us, as we do every evening, head coach here at Brookhaven Academy, Coach Ron Rushing. A coach is one who was at that 57-56 thriller a number of years ago. People said, well, I can't get much better than that, but I have to say that one Friday night is right up there with it as far as a thrilling football game. Great win for the Cougars. How about some thoughts and comments about that ball game?
It was a very exciting ball game. Kids just hung in there and kept fighting and kept believing and pulled it out at the end. I've heard, about the 57-56 game. I actually think I watched it on film last year with Coach Gatlin, but those games only come around every 2 or 3 years, and just it was really special to be a part of that game Friday night.
Well, Friday night we get the first lead of the ball game. They come back and take a 14-7 lead at halftime. About halfway through the third quarter, they block a punt, go up 22-7. And what were your thoughts and what kind of messages were you sending to the team at that time when we were down 22-7?
You know, at halftime, we had missed a big shoot screen, throwback to Cole Griffin, and we made it down there and didn't score 2 other times, actually. So, really, you know, we didn't tackle the guy one time. I think he landed on top of us. So it wasn't anything they were doing. We were just, you know, we weren't making big plays when we were given the opportunities. So at halftime, we just said, hey, let's stay with the game plan. Let's keep tackling. You know, we were playing pretty good defensively at the time, and we just, you know, we had to have somebody step up in those situations and make big plays.
Of course, Cade Brown, a great second half, some incredible catches to keep drives going and got us inside the 10-yard line with about a minute or so left, and we were able to milk the clock out, get set up for that game-winning field goal. But an outstanding ball game, not only by Cade Brown, but by Nick and all those guys really played really hard in that second half especially.
It was total team effort. The line blocked well. Defensively is what I was really proud of. I think they had over 400 yards rushing in both games. We played them last year, but to hold them to 200 I thought was really big. But, you know, we got the ball to our guys. We thought we needed to, and they made big plays in the second half. Ogden had some great runs. Dawson did a good job getting the ball to Cade. Cade made some big catches, and just really, you know, it was a total team effort.
Of course, this being Centerville, that's got to be a special win over a team like Centerville. Great history. Team year in and year out is always probably going to be your conference champion. But right now, I guess leader of the pack kind of falls on the Cougars now. We've got to kind of finish it up here.
It does. You know, just where we've been the last 2 years and where we started when I came, I think it just kind of signifies to these guys the hard work they've done and the steps that we're taking every game and every year to beat a team like Centerville. Kind of rings the bell and tells everybody, hey, you know, we're back. So we feel like we're getting there. You know, obviously we've got a long way to go, but we feel like we can compete with anybody on our schedule now.
Of course, Corey Case comes in with 18 seconds left, hits the game-winning field goal. But I thought it was also interesting, Corey comes out at halftime. He maybe check in to see what y'all are doing, but he comes out, and it was kind of interesting with the cheerleaders doing their routines and all that. There's Curry, just a few yards down the field practicing his kicking, and that kind of gives you an idea how dedicated he is to his craft.
He's extremely dedicated, one of the hardest working athletes that I've ever coached. But, you know, Corey kicks, and he's got to stay loose, and mentally he's got to be strong and be prepared for when we call on him. But we need him to stay loose, and, you know, he definitely kicks all the time. So, you know, at halftime he comes in and kind of listens and goes back out and starts getting prepared in case we need him.
Well, Centerville behind us. We go undefeated in the district, 2-0 now in the district. We get ready for another home game with Benton Academy. We'll come back and talk about that as the pregame show continues on B92.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Dwayne Allred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at NewYorkLife.com.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference one child at a time.
We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit, how about you?
Football fans, want a great tasting, easy treat for your weekend tailgating? Come to Bain Drugs in Brookhaven and pick up a box or 10 of the Mississippi Cheese Straw Factory Classic Cheddar Cheese Straws. Or try the lemon and sea salt caramel straws. They're the perfect tasty complement to your favorite tailgate foods. Pick up some today at Bain Drugs, West Monticello Street, next to Piggly Wiggly. Bain's is the place for those special mouth-watering treats.
When you see that yellow and black Landmax sign, you know the professionals at Landmax are on the job to get you the most money for land or timber. Landmax with foresters and real estate agents in Mississippi and Louisiana. Got land? Got timber? Call our Landmax office today for any of your land or timber needs. Call your Landmax agent Chad Smith, 601-835-5050 and online at landmaxproperties.com.
Well, last year we go up to Benton Academy, kind of spoiled their homecoming. They come to our place this year for our last regular season game. This team is a relatively young team, a lot of juniors and sophomores, and they're looking for their first win, and I'm sure they're going to be looking at us as an opportunity here tonight.
They are. It's a real gritty bunch. They play really hard, real aggressive on defense, so they pose some problems that we've really got to prepare for this week and get ready for Friday night.
Of course, we've only got, I think, 3 seniors in this ball club that lost a lot of their key players last year. And this is basically, I guess you call this a rebuilding situation for their coaching staff up there. Even though they are winless of the year, they have been fairly competitive in most of the games they played.
They have. I talked with Coach Burton earlier. They were actually down to 13 or 14 players early in the year, and I called him and just spoke to him because we went through it a couple years ago. But they dressed out 17 last Friday. They're starting to get a little healthier. Got a couple good-sized linemen, and they do some things pretty well, that we've got to be prepared to stop.
So let's talk a little bit about Benton and what they do offensively and defensively that we're preparing for.
A lot of tight end sets, try to get the ball on the perimeter, some quarterback runs. Number 3, they get the ball to him to run a lot of power and sweeps. Defensively, they're in a split 4, 1 high, play a cover 3 look. And at times they get really aggressive. They'll send as many as 7 and 8 guys. So we're really going to have to do a good job picking up the linebackers, blitzing, and be prepared to get out on the edge.
Of course, as our team gets ready for the Benton Raiders here for this evening, big win over Centerville. You look at that Benton club, winless in the year. Does this sometimes play a little trick mentally getting prepared for a football player?
It does. Kids are kids, and even if it doesn't, it's hard, to play an emotional game like we did last week to come out and be prepared. But we've talked to them all week. It's expected of them now. It's at the end of the year, and we've talked about, hey, we haven't played our best ball yet. We feel like we started putting it together in the last couple of weeks and played a good game Friday. So, we're preaching all this week. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep building momentum going into the playoffs.
Well, this is our final regular season home game tonight. We're on the road for 2 weeks over to Union Christian next week, and we go down to Amet School Center last regular season game. But unless the wheels fall off, which we don't think is going to happen, we should be back here at home for the first round of the playoffs.
We're in the driver's seat. We control our own destiny. We've only got 1 district game left. So if everything falls the way that it looks like, we'll be a 4 seed, possibly maybe a 3. But we should have a good chance to host the first round, and if we win that game, the second round also. So we put ourselves in a good position.
All right, Coach, should be a good matchup tonight. Benton and Raiders coming down to take on the Cougars, and we'll talk to you next week as we get set to take that long trip over to Farmerville, Louisiana, and take on Union Christian. Good luck to the Cougars tonight, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you. Go Cougars.
Hello, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln. Football season is officially here, and we're kicking off our biggest sales of the year at Sullivan. With up to $8,000 off 2018 Expedition, 0% for 72 months on most models, plus cash back and no payments for 90 days, there's definitely never been a better time to buy. Bring your trade and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here or visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40 Brookhaven.
You're not alone when it comes time to make your house a home. The experts at J&B Tile and Marble would like to help, beginning with new flooring, hardwood, laminate, ceramic, carpet, and more. Be sure to like us on Facebook. And because J&B is locally owned and operated, rest assured you'll get the big city selection with friendly hometown service, a fair price, and the professionalism and respect you and your home deserve. J&B Tile and Marble, 102 White Brook Drive in Brookhaven, just off Highway 51.
Any age, any sport, any injury. The Mississippi Sports Medicine Team has your team covered. Shoulder and elbow specialists Larry Field, Red Hobgood, and Randy Ramsey are Mississippi's leaders in the treatment of sports-related injuries. Get back in the game with Mississippi Sports Medicine. Any age, any sport, any injury. The Mississippi Sports Medicine Team has your team covered. Hip and knee specialists Walter Shelton, Jason Kraft, Austin Barrett, and James O'Mara are Mississippi's leaders in the treatment of sports-related injury. Get back in the game with Mississippi Sports Medicine.
In today's insurance world, a simple call can turn into hours of frustration. Wouldn't it be nice to turn back time when handling a claim was as simple as calling your agent? At Insurance and Risk Managers, our customer service is old-fashioned. Your agent will manage your personal or commercial insurance policy completely, from conception to claims. With offices in Brookhaven, Macomb, and Jackson, we're easy to find and a part of your community. Insurance and Risk Managers. Insurance on your time. 833-6321.
And welcome back to RM Red Stewart Field. It is a senior night here at Brookhaven Academy. The senior football players and cheerleaders have been recognized pre-game. Also, this evening is Armed Forces Appreciation Night. The Cougars will be wearing camouflage uniforms, kind of a white with a kind of a dark, kind of a light brown,
digital camo,
looking effect there. But the white blue jerseys, the Benton Academy Raiders are red and gold. They'll be decked out in their white uniforms, red nobles, and red helmets tonight. Again, looking at the matchups, Brookhaven Academy 5-2 on the year, undefeated in the district, while Benton Academy looking for their first win of the year. They're 0-7 on the season. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Benton Academy had a big senior class last year. They dressed out, I think, close to 30 last year. But had a big senior class, only dressing out 17 for this game tonight. So we're looking to see how the Cougars match up with the Benton Academy Raiders tonight. The game captains will be the seniors for Brookhaven Academy. Representing Benton Academy will be for them senior Slayton Saxton. Also another player will be Jade B. Middleton, one of the other captains. And in the middle of the pack there is going to be their fullback. It's another senior, Cody Prescott, will be your game captains. Again, the seniors for Brookhaven Academy. And at the center of the field to make the call for the Cougars will be Charles Nations, also Sonny Singh. Also got out there for the Cougars, Sawyer Bolin. And, of course, also representing the Cougars at the midfield stripe is Noah Diamond. And right behind them, you have Cade Brown, Dawson Flowers, Keegan Smith, and Cole Griffin. So we're waiting for the toss of the coin, see who does what here. Again, Beck, I'm sure the plan is to try to get up early, get as much of a lead as we can, and then get the bench cleared, get some of the young guys some actual game experience.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the plan. And just going into the ball game, just execute. Stick to the game plan. Be clean out there. I think that's one of the things that you'll hear from the coaches or heard from the coaches this week. They want to be clean. They want to run their sets right. They don't want to see penalties. Execute and let things take care of themselves. I also want to mention number 13, Justin Burton, also a senior kid, been injured this year. But if you talk to Justin, if we get into playoff football, he plans to be back. If he gets released from the doctor, I wouldn't doubt that Justin one bit at all. Kim, while we got the moment, you mentioned Military Appreciation Night. I can't go without mentioning our law enforcement and early responders, especially the tough week we've had here in Brookhaven. And it's just been a tragic week, and the community's really pulling together. And we thank those guys in blue and Sheriff's Department, police departments, early responders, fire departments. When we run out, they run in, Ken, and they always have, they got our backs. And unfortunately, things like this happen that we don't understand. But we all just got to pull together and pray for those families and pray for healing throughout Brookhaven.
Let's go to the field now for the invocation with Dr. Ed Boak and then the playing of the national anthem.
For our community here in Brookhaven and Lincoln County, remembering the families of Brookhaven Police Officer James White and Brookhaven Police Officer Zach Mick, who lost their lives 1 week ago tonight, heroically in the line of duty and selfless sacrifice and service for all of us here in the Brookhaven and Lincoln County community. All of which we ask you to help us honor this wonderful nation in which we live, the United States of America, as we honor our veterans and military this evening with the performance of the Star Spangled Banner. And now, friends, let us join in prayer. Dear Lord, we here in Brookhaven and Lincoln County and across the entire state of Mississippi, we come to you this night with heavy hearts. We are in sorrow and mourning for the families of Officer James White and Corporal Zach Moak. Words hardly suffice in moments like this, but dear Lord, we know that you have an ultimate plan and an ultimate purpose for all of us who have faith in you and who receive your grace. And we know, having myself known both of these fine young men, that they were sent by you, as Chief Collins mentioned in their funerals this week. And their sacrifice was even evidenced last Friday night as they, in service and sacrifice to our community, they ran toward the gunfire. They ran toward each other. That was their commitment to sacrifice themselves for our community and for each other. May their lives, dear Lord, be an example to us that our place on this planet and our mortal existence is really but temporary. Therefore, let us use every day, let us use every hour that we have to serve you in every way that we can, in every possible moment that we can, because we are strengthened by our faith in you, because we are emboldened by your grace that has strengthened generations before and will strengthen all the generations afterward, simply by our belief in your Son's presence that you sent through his death, through his resurrection, and through his ascension, by which we are absolved of our sin, and by which we are sent by you to spread your word and to love others as you loved us. And may we strive to make our communities, especially our community here in Brookhaven and Lincoln County, triumph over evil and triumph over sin as much as we humanly can, understanding that we will still fall short, but that we ultimately find our destiny in heaven through our lives lived for you, through your forgiveness of our sin, past, present, and future. Dear Lord, be with these athletes this evening as they represent these wonderful schools, Benton Academy and Brookhaven Academy. What a wonderful legacy that they have both performed for their communities over decades, to be Christ-centric in their philosophy, to mold young men and women to be servants for you, not just in their high school years, but for decades to come, impacting generation after generation and untold influence upon their communities. We thank you for that. Dear Lord, protect these players from injury, give them a spirit of sportsmanship and competitiveness that we might find from their example service to you. We pray these things, dear Lord, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
The playing of the national anthem, the invocation by Dr. Bokas. We're just moments away from the start of this ball game here between Benton Academy and Brookhaven Academy. And one quick note as well, Beck, want to thank the Warren County Sheriff's Office station while the officers here are able to go to the funeral and pay their respects. So.
Yeah, great gesture about that. Those guys all stick together. In a moment like this, they're going to certainly stand behind their brothers and groups.
Well, while we get ready for our game, let's check the two other games that will be going on tonight. Brookhaven High School is at home tonight against Forest Hill. Also tonight, Douglas City is up at Tisgood. Enterprise is at West Lincoln for a big ball game tonight. Homecoming at Roy Star. They'll be hosting in Mid County. Weston travels to Seminary tonight. Franklin County up in Hazelhurst. Both those schools uncharacteristic, Greg, looking for a first win. Both schools have state championship trophies in their trophy cases, and they both have really struggled this year.
Yeah, it's just one of those seasons, and something you wouldn't expect, but, somebody's going to get the win tonight.
Also tonight, Lawrence County is hosting Summerall, and North Pike is over at West Jones tonight. Benton Academy won the toss. They elected to receive, so Brookhaven Academy will be kicking off here. Of course, Corey Case, the freshman, will kick it off.
Something a little bit unusual. The Cougars, like you mentioned, are sort of in the digital camouflage, a white base color with some gray and brownish tones in it, and then Benton and their Kansas City Chief looking white uniforms with yellow stripes and red trim. So two light colors. They're distinctive. They do have the red helmets. We have the white helmets, but a little unusual. It look like they both have their road uniforms on tonight.
It's Friday night
here at Red Stewart.
So back deep in the middle of the set back there for the Raiders. Looks like that'll be Cody Prescott to receive the kickoff. Here's the kick from Case. He's taken by one of the up men at about the 12-yard. They're going to call the play dead.
It's like we got a flag across the field, so it's going to be one of the Cougars.
Cougars jumped offsides there. The return was Shelton Appleton's the one who caught the ball.
Appleton, too, we expect to see get most of the carries tonight for the Raiders out of the backfield.
Their starting quarterback, Arian Warren, juniors on the far side. So in the middle of this receiving set for Benton Academy is Cody Prescott. Then about 5 yards up the field from him, we've got Shelton Appleton and also Warren. Just getting underway. Opening kickoff here. Brookhaven Academy and Benton Academy. Final regular season home game for the Cougars tonight. Cougars on the road next week to Union Christian over in Farmerville, Louisiana. Case, a left-footed kicker. Approaches the ball. Now then, let's see if we're underway. Good high kick. It'll be taken by Prescott. He comes up the middle of the field, 20, 25. Got some room after the 35 on his feet to the 40 and all the way up to the 39-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. So a nice return by Prescott for the Raiders.
Ken certainly got the penalty on the first kick and then a long return by Prescott on the second. It's certainly not what Coach Ron Rushing wants to see from his squad. The Raiders will spot it down right at the 44-yard line, their own 44, 1st and 10, moving right to left as you look at your radio. 11:50 here in the first quarter, just underway here at Red Stewart Field, the campus of Brookhaven Academy.
So Raiders will come out at their own 44. They'll line up with the shotgun set. Two running backs will stay in with the quarterback, Arian Warren. He'll take it. He wants to throw. He's got a fire down the right sideline. This ball just overthrown down that right sideline. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Raiders.
2nd down, 10 to go.
J.B. Middleton looked like his target out there along the right sideline. Cade Brown, Dawson Flowers in the coverage.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. They will come up again to the shotgun set. One back will stay in. That's going to be Appleton. Put a man in motion. On the speed sweep, they give it off to Prescott. And he's going to be knocked down for no gain. In fact, he might lose a yard. I'll say get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Left side of the Cougar line. Strung him out and made the tackle. So about a half-yard loss in the play. 3rd down, we'll call it up almost 11 to go now for the Raiders.
Gunnar Brister moving there, running back for we'll call it a 1-yard loss, working out of his linebacker position. Good job there by Brister.
Empty backfield this time for Warren. Got single receivers left and right, 2 tight ends. Now out of the high formation, balls on the ground. Warren picks it up. He's going to run. He's at midfield, and he's going to fight ahead close, and I think he's got the first down all the way down to the Cougar 44-yard line. Broken play. Warren never hesitated, picked the ball up, runs around the right corner, and gets the first down out of the Cougar 44.
Yeah, again, needed 11, got 11 and a half. Harrison Brownlee out with the tackle, but not before he could pick up the first down. Like you mentioned, busted play. He fumbled the ball coming out from under center. Cougars pursued to their right. Warren went around his right for the first down.
So first down 10 for the Raiders. They've got the ball on the Cougar 44. Again, they'll go to the shotgun set. 2 running backs will stay in. They'll be Prescott and Appleton. And a low snap. Warren will keep it. Warren comes up the middle. Got room 40. He's to the 35, to the 30, 25. Still on his feet inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Finally pulled down by Brookhaven Academy's Harrison Brownlee. But again, Warren, I don't know if there's a little miscommunication, but looked like he was going to hand the ball off and nobody there. He just kind of went right up the middle, got a big hole, and takes it all the way down to the Cougar 19.
Yeah, almost that little read option. He had Prescott coming across the middle, showed the speed sweep, kept it, went off right tackle, cut back across the grain. Keegan Smith knocked him off his feet down at the 19-yard line, picked up a 27 on the play. First and 10, Raiders.
Raiders started this drive back on their own 45 after a nice kickoff return by Prescott. And they'll keep Prescott and Appleton, the running backs, in there with Warren. He'll take it. He wants to throw. No, he gives it off to Prescott. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain to the play on that particular run. One of the linebackers coming up looks like that is going to be Brister and also maybe Griffin on the tackle as well. Loss of about a yard on the play. Third down at 11. But second down at 11. The ball moved back out to about the 20-yard line. Now their field goal kicker was kicking about 30-yard field goals in practice. So he's got the distance if they can get inside perhaps the 15. Go back to the one-back set. The one-back is going to be Appleton on a rolling pass outside. It's caught for no gain of the play. Looks like that is going to be hauled in over there by Middleton. But no gain of the play. Third down at 11 at the 20.
Little screen play coming out of the backfield. No gain out there. Looks like Cade Brown with the coverage. The left corner position for the Cougars.
So third down, and we'll call it 11 at the Cougar 20. No score, 9:16 left in the first quarter. Opening possession of the ball game for the Raiders. Again, a speed sweep. Got to give it off. No keeper by Warren. And he's going to be stacked up this time. Got about 2 or 3 yards in the play. But the middle of that Cougar defensive line will stack him up and push him back.
Stops the play near the line of scrimmage.
Brister and others on the tackle for the Cougars. Gained about 2. That'll bring up a fourth down and 9. And it looks like they're going to try a field goal here. They are going to try a field goal.
They'll spot it down right at the 25-yard line.
35-yard attempt, and that's going to be Prescott. One thing I noticed, Beck, he does not get the ball real high in the air. Only kind of a line drive kicker. Kick is on the way. It's high enough. Is it long enough? But it is off to the left. No good. So missed field goal. And the Cougars will take over. So the Cougars get it at their own 20.
Bend but don't break. Couple of big plays there by the Raiders. Cougars squelched that drive down around the 19-yard line. Benton couldn't find any more yardage after picking up runs of 11 and 27 yards. Benton calls a timeout on the field. Timeout for the Raiders.
8:29 left in the first quarter. No score. We'll take 30 seconds. 30 seconds down the line. Cougar football continues after this on B92.
Hey, this is Prentice Smith, General Manager at Toyota Brookhaven in Brookhaven, Mississippi. At Toyota Brookhaven, we deliver one of the largest selections of new and pre-owned vehicles in Southwest Mississippi. We deliver great savings on all of our new and pre-owned inventory. But most importantly, we deliver the customer service you expect and deserve. So come see what thousands of people already know, that when trust is not an issue, car buying can be fun. Visit us on site, exit 40 Brookhaven, or online at ToyotaBrookhaven.com. Remember, at Toyota Brookhaven, we deliver.
Back at Brookhaven Academy, 8:29 in the first quarter. No score. Ogden and Flowers will be lining up in the backfield. Have a double out to the right side, single out to the left side.
19-yard.
So first down 10 from the Cougar 20 after they stopped the Raiders after they drove from their 45 inside the 20 and missed a 35-yard field goal attempt.
Really don't see anybody checked up on Sonny Singh.
A little quick out. It's going to be caught in the backfield. Eluding tacklers to the 25, the 30 down the right sideline. This is going to go all the way. Here goes Cade Brown. That's going to be an 80-yard touchdown pass. Actually, that ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage. Brown eluded his tackler. Once he got out to the 25, he was pretty well in the clears. He got behind that defense really fast, and he was on the right sideline, 80 yards for the touchdown from Cade Brown.
Good job there. Great block on the outside by Sonny Singh. Hit Flowers just on the little outside screen. Singh, the inside receiver, came back and made the block that sprang Brown down the right sideline for the 81. And we're going to mark it 81 official yards on that pass and catch. Flowers to Brown.
Here comes a New York Life Insurance Extras point attempt brought to you by Dwayne Allred and Kelly Allred. Of the hold of Fortenberry, and Case's kick is up and right down the middle. Extra point good. Time out of the field. 8:14 left in the first quarter. Brookhaven Academy 7. Benton Academy nothing. Let's take 30 seconds. 30 down the line. Cougar football continues after this on B92.
Dr. Clay Johnson and his staff want to wish the Brookhaven Academy football team good luck.
We are open Monday to Thursday, 8 to 5.
Call us at 835-0090 to schedule an appointment.
Dr. Clay Johnson is located at 224 South Church Street, Suite A.
KBA!
Dr. Clay Johnston is a general dentist serving our community for over 15 years. Let him and his staff take care of you today.
Well, a one-play, 81-yard drive for the Cougars. Of course, the 81-yard touchdown to Cade Brown. The pass not thrown that far, kind of behind the line of scrimmage. Good blocking on the right side of the line, and Brown breaks free and takes it on the right sideline, 81 yards for the touchdown. Corey Case to kick it off. Prescott will be in the center of the receiving corps for the Benton Academy Raiders. Case approaches the ball, kicks it down the field. This ball is going to be taken over here by Appleton. Appleton 20, and is going to be hit and dropped back behind the 20, but they'll give him forward progress out to about the 21, it looks like. So first down, 10 Raiders.
Tyler Fortenberry quickly down the field, taking Appleton off his feet, down around the 18.5, 19-yard line. First and 10, Benton from that point.
At their own 19 is where Benton goes on offense. First down and 10. 7-0 Cougars. Out come the Raiders from Benton Academy. War on your quarterback. He'll go under center this time. He's got Appleton, the lone running back. Pitch back to Appleton. He's going to turn the corner to the 20. Fights outside across the 25. He'll take it I get him in the 24.
It's like
so he goes out of bounds.
I got a flag coming in from the head official, a spot where you usually see holdings on a sweep.
Let's see what the call is as the man in the white hat will come to the center of the field. It is indeed holding on Benton, and that's going to wipe out about a 4 or 5 yard gain for the Raiders and push the ball back even deeper into Raider territory. They'll put the ball back at about the put it down to the 15-yard line. That hole must have come further up the field there, Beck.
Well, Middleton got out in front of the play, number 9, trying to block. He was the lead blocker on that play, and I think he got a lot of jersey out there. Cade Brown at his left corner position. They were tussling out there. I believe Middleton got his arms around him and hooked him for the holding call.
First down, 19 for the Raiders. Once again, Warren will go back to the shotgun this time. As Appleton to his left, he wants to throw, looking, has time, fires it down the center of the field. This ball overthrown. Once again, he was looking up the field. This time, looks like he was looking for the other running back, Cody Prescott, overthrew him.
Good job out there by Harrison Brownlee, step for step with Prescott. It's going to bring up a second down, and let's call it 19 for the Raiders.
Raiders will huddle up. They work out of the single, work out of the eye, the single back set, and the shotgun. They'll stay in the shotgun once again. No, they go back to the eye. Go back to the eye formation. Warren under center this time. Get a pitch back to Appleton. Appleton trying to sweep right, and nothing there. He got maybe a couple of yards up to about the 13-yard line, where he's going to be knocked down hard by a trio of Cougars.
Going to be Brister and Cole Griffin in on that stop for the Cougars.
So it's third down. We'll call it about 17 to go here for the Raiders on their 12-yard line. Raiders only dressing out 17 for the game. 7 coming into the contest tonight. One back set. Warren rolling to his left, looking outside pressure. Passes up here. It's going to be caught. And a crowd. Forward progress is going to be just enough for the first down, pulling that one down. It looks like the catch was made by Dustin Porter. He will be short. He had to get out to about the 29 and mark him at the 25. I thought he was a little bit further up the field, but they mark him at the 25. So fourth down and about 4 to go.
Bank only got 10.
Prescott to punt.
So Prescott will punt. Cade Brown will drift back to about his 48. Prescott's punt. End-over-end kick is going to hit and go out of bounds at about the 47-yard line in Cougar territory. And looks like Prescott, the punter, Beck, has been given orders, kick it away from Brown, kick it out of bounds if you have to.
Yeah, that was a direct kick, and not a bad kick. Traveled about 35 yards out of bounds, down around the Cougar 45, 46-yard line, but just keeping it out of the hands of Cade Brown.
First down 10 for the Cougars at their own 46. 5:57 left in the first quarter, 7-0 Brookhaven. Cougars have only had one play, an 81-yard touchdown to Cade Brown. There's a give to Ogden. Ogden running over tacklers midfield. Ogden stays on his feet, drags tacklers ahead inside the 45. He'll be close to the first down. Finally wrestled down by the Raiders' Zach Nesbitt.
Good hard running there by Ogden. Looks like they're going to give him about 9 on the play. So second down, less than 1 for the Cougars.
Ball on the 45 in Benton territory. Ogden to the right side of Flowers. Double out to the left side. Brown, the single receiver, to the right side. Brown again is going to give it off to Ogden. Got the first down and more. 40, 35, inside the 30. Keeps his feet down to the 25-yard line. Finally ankle tackled by Caden Alexander. Alexander trips him up, but he gets it all the way down to the Benton 25-yard line. First down at 10 Cougars.
Officials timeout.
This should be the water break here. Officials timeout. 5:14 left here in the first quarter of play. It's Brookhaven Academy 7, Benton nothing. We'll take 30 seconds, 30 down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
This is Hunter Franklin with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We have 7 locations in Mississippi to serve you, including our newest location in Pearl. Valvoline Instant Oil Change invites you to take advantage of our Ladies' Day specials on Tuesdays, and senior citizens come in for a 10% discount on Wednesdays. Take care of your vehicle with regular oil changes. Every oil change comes with a free car wash and vacuum. Come to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Highway 51 South, Brookhaven.
Back back at Brookhaven Academy. 5:14 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Brookhaven Academy. They are driving down the field once again. First down at 10 on the Benton 25-yard line. And Ogden stays in at running back. Flowers, the quarterback, double out to the left side. Brown, the lone receiver, to the side. Little option pitch out to Ogden. Turns the corner, 20, 15, cuts it back into the 10, to the 5. Touchdown for Ogden. So Ogden takes it in from 25 out, making it 13-0. That occurs at the 5:05 mark of the first quarter.
Little option play, something we haven't seen much of from the Cougars. Dawson Flowers working his way down the line to his right. The defensive end moved to Flowers, made the pitch to Ogden. He made one cut about the 15-yard line. Is smooth selling from there. 5:05 to go. Cougars 13, Benton nothing. Case for the extra point.
Here's your New York Life Insurance extra point, brought to you by Dwayne Allred, Kelly Allred. Of the hold of Fortenberry, the left footer Case will try to drill it through once again. Snap down. Kick is up. It is right down the middle. The kick is good. 5:05 left in the first quarter. Brookhaven Academy 14, Benton nothing. Let's take another 30 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football will continue after this on B92.
Your hospital, your community. At King's Daughters Medical Center, our nurses and staff do more every day than take care of you when you need us. We're also your family, friends, neighbors. To us, healthcare is personal, and it shows. That's the KDMC difference. KDMC. Our hospital is our community.
Well, a 54-yard drive, all on the legs of Nick Ogden. He takes it in the final 25 for the touchdown. Extra point by Case is good. With 5:05 left in the first quarter, Brookhaven Academy 14, Benton Academy nothing. Case will tee it up. Standing in the middle of that receiving group for the Raiders is Cody Prescott. Case waits a signal from the official. Everybody appears to be ready, so Case approaches the football, and here's the kickoff. It's a fairly high kick taken over here by Appleton. Appleton trying to find a little room, comes across the 20, got it out to about the 25-yard line for the Raiders. So they'll take it first down and 10. Coming down the field to make the tackle for the Cougars is Nick Ogden. Again, a guy who scored the touchdown, also makes the tackle on the kickoff.
Yeah, good job there by Ogden. Gage Brown also in on the tackle for the Cougars. Doing a good job, getting good coverage, stopping Appleton right at the 25-yard line.
The first down 10 Raiders. They had a nice little drive early. First possession, they got it to the Cougar 19. That stalled out, and they missed a 35-yard field goal attempt. Cougars scored on an 81-yard touchdown to Cade Brown, then a 25-yard run by Nick Ogden. Warren, low snap, is going to hand it off. That's going to be Appleton. Drop for maybe a yard gain, and that's it. Getting in there to make the tackle for the Cougars is going to be Jalen Huffman, it looks like. Or is that Ogden?
I believe we had Brister in there. Huffman and the defensive end, Trey Fortenberry.
2nd and 9 for the Raiders on their 26. Brookhaven Academy on the road next week, heading over to Union Christian, and that is over in Farmerville, Louisiana. We will have the game for you.
Pretty much due north of Ruston, if I'm not mistaken, or just north, a little bit northeast of Ruston.
He had a low snap. Warren's going to keep it. He's going to try to get outside. He's hit in the backfield. It gets away from Brister, but he can't get away from him the second time. Slipped Brister's grip the first time. Brister kept after him and catches him and drags him down for a loss back on the 21. So loss in the play brings up a third down for the Raiders. Third down at about 14 to go here for the Raiders. So third down play coming up. Warren, the quarterback. He'll have Appleton to his left. Receivers left and right for Warren. He'll take the snap, wants to throw, looking, throws it out to the right side over the hands of the outreached hands of the intended receiver, is looking for Prescott up around the 28. Overthrows him out of bounds. Incomplete. That brings up a 4th down and 14. Punting situation once again for the Raiders. And Beck, you got to think the Cougars should get really good field position on this punt.
Yeah, again, Prescott back to punt for the Raiders. I wouldn't expect any type of trickery down here. Again, I would certainly think his instructions are kick it away from number 19, K. Brown, as Brown stands at the midfield stripe, right on the BA logo, waiting to receive this punt from Prescott.
So Prescott will let this go from about his 10-yard line. Kicks it end over end off to the sideline, takes a Raider roll inside the 45 all the way down to the Cougar 41. And that's where the Cougars go on offense. First down and 10 at their own 41-yard line. 3:10 left in the first quarter. 14-0 Cougars.
39 on the punt from Prescott. No return from the Cougars. Ken, while we got a break, one of our best listeners out there wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Little birdie told me, said they heard this morning the birthday wishes were in order, so happy birthday. I understand 29 and holding.
So I'm going in reverse. I put it in backwards, so I'm going the other way. So
Miss Martha Lofton out there said make sure you wish Mr. Ken a happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Again, to give to Ogden. Check that. That's going to be a speed sweep to Sonny Singh down the right sideline. Sonny will be bumped out of bounds inside the 40. And a flag will come in late. That could be a late hit. Singh will go out at the 40. That'll be a first down, but a late hit, it looks like, is going to be charged on Benton, and it's going to be tacked on at the end of the run.
I'm going to give Singh 17 on the carry, the speed sweep around the right end. It's like he stepped out of bounds, and they hit him about 2-3 yards after that. No, check that.
No, they got pointed Brookhaven. I'm now hearing holding is what I'm hearing.
It looks like we're going to get a spot foul holding. Maybe one of the receivers out front. Let's see where they mark it.
Holding Brookhaven. So that's going to back the ball back up, at least to midfield, depending on where they mark the penalty from. So mark it down from the 40. This will be a 10-yard penalty. Puts it right back at midfield. No, this is going to be a 15-yarder. It's going to be now he's going to say, nope, just 10. So puts it at the 50. So that'll be actually now a first down and about 4. First and about 3 or 4 for the Cougars at midfield.
Going to give Sonny the 17 on the play. Then they marked it at the end of the play. The holding was just before the tackle. So give him the positive yards, take the penalty away from that. Be first and about 4.
Double outs left and right for Flowers. Ogden, the running back, off to his left. Here comes a blitz. Little option pitch once again to Ogden. He's got room down the left sideline, 40, 35. Knocked out of bounds on the far side at about the 33. That is clearly more than enough for another Cougar first down at the 33. Well, Nick's got close to 80 yards or so already in this ball game.
74, so you're right on top of it, Ken. Ogden running hard, seeing some success with that just straight option. Tyler Fortenberry, number 6, the freshman in. Luke Johnston, the sophomore in at running back. Fortenberry will call the signals at quarterback.
Griffin and Brown to this side. Tyler Fortenberry, the freshman at quarterback. Takes a snap, wants to throw. We got a flag down immediately. Somebody apparently moved for Brookhaven, illegal procedure against the Cougars. That'll cost the Cougars 5 yards. Of course, when you change quarterbacks, a lot of times, Beck, that different kind of a cadence and all that, sometimes you get used to one, then you have to adjust to another. And that first couple of plays with a different quarterback, you got to get adjusted to how they're calling the cadence.
Not really sure who moved out there, but quite sure Coach Rushing and Coach Jamie Palmer as they whisper words of encouragement down there to someone.
So first down at 5, 15 back in the Raider 37. Fortenberry wants to throw, comes across the middle. It's going to be caught by Griffin. Griffin's going to back and breaks a tackle, still on his feet to the 15, still fighting. Comes down inside the 15 to the 12. He'll finally be wrestled down by Appleton. Of course, Beck, we're very familiar with the situation Benton is facing. You've got 17 players, and you may get to a pretty good first half, but if you've got everybody having to play both ways, you get really tired that third and early part of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there's just no way around it, but, good gesture here by Coach Ron Rushing going to some of his younger guys, got Fortenberry giving him some snaps at quarterback, so...
Pass toward the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Cade Brown. So Cade on a little slant route, easy toss and catch. And that's going to be a touchdown, a 13-yard TD pass to Brown, his second TD of the ball game. So with 1:30 left in the first quarter, Brookhaven Academy now takes a 20-0 lead. Here comes their New York Life Insurance agents, Dwayne Allred, Kelly Allred, extra point attempt by Corey Case. Thanks to other sponsors, Toyota of Brookhaven, Bank of Brookhaven. Snap back, placement down, the kick is up, and it is through the middle. It is good. Break in the action, 1:30 left in the first quarter. Brookhaven Academy 21, and Benton Academy nothing. Let's take 30 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
Need a home loan? Let Lacey Zumbro at Bank of Brookhaven help. We are happy to offer a full range of home mortgage loans. From internet banking to our mortgage loan products, we offer personal service that's responsive to your individual needs. Remember, best of all, at Bank of Brookhaven, it's still all about you. Bank of Brookhaven, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, a 59-yard drive paid off a 13-yard touchdown pass from Fortenberry to Brown. Extra point by Case is good. 1:30. It's all Cougars so far, 21-0 over Benton Academy. Now then, Case will tee it up. Once again, in the center of the receiving formation is Prescott. Appleton will be the receiver to the left side. And to the far side is going to be Warren. Case kicking toward the north end zone. Kicks a line drive that Prescott will take at the 3, to the 10, out to the 15, tries to pick his way through the 20, gets it up to the 25, and that's where the Raiders go on offense. First down at 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fortenberry down the field to make the tackle. Well, the first possession for Benton, Warren on a couple of nice runs, gets it all the way down inside the 20 of the Cougars into the football field. Cougars defense stiffened, forced a field goal attempt that was missed from 35 yards. And that's been about all the offense that Benton's been able to muster so far this evening.
Yeah, and you mentioned they got 5 guys on the sideline, and playing both ways is certainly wear on the Raiders as the game moves along.
Warren looking. Here comes pressure. He's going to be tackled and dropped for a loss back at the 16-yard line. The ball stripped away. Let's see if they're going to call this a touchdown. They are. A strip and a touchdown for Brookhaven Academy.
Had a sack back there from Gunnar Brister, number 60.
That's going to be Jake Livingston.
Yeah, Jake Livingston came in and knocked the ball loose. Sawyer Bolin, the senior, scooped it up. Johnny on the spot, rumbled in from about 12 yards out, taking it to pay dirt. I don't know. That's probably Bolin's first touchdown of his career, at least as far as I can remember. Good job there by the Cougars.
1:09 left, 28-0, 27-0 Cougars. Your New York Life Insurance extra point attempt brought to by Kelly Allred and Dwayne Allred. Snap back, placement down, and Case again automatic drills it right through. It is good. Timeout on the field, 1:09 left in the first quarter. Brookhaven Academy 28, Benton nothing. Let's take another 30 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
There's a change in the seasons, and if you have changes you need to make around your home, let the helpful hardware folks at Perkins Ace Hardware help you. From electrical and plumbing projects to hunting and fishing supplies, come to Perkins Ace Hardware. Need appliances, lawn and garden supplies, or even keys made while you wait? Come to the home of the helpful hardware folks, Perkins Ace Hardware in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven.
Well, Jake Livingston made the sack. The ball pops out. The loose ball scooped up by Sawyer Bolin. He rumbles in from 13 yards out for the touchdown. Extra point good. And the Cougars rolling to a 28-0 lead here in the first quarter. And Beck, I'm kind of wondering if we get to 35-0 going to go and start rolling the clock, or is that the second half issue? How do you...
I would suspect, under mutual agreement by both the coaches, you might see a running clock here if we do tack another touchdown on the board without the Raiders putting any points up as Case kicks it away to Prescott.
3, out to the 5, to the 10, out to the 15. And Prescott on his feet, dragged down around the 20. So first down 10 for the Raiders at their 20-yard line.
Another good special teams play there. Gage Brown downfield making the tackle. Consecutive kickoff tackles by Brown. Good special teams work there by the sophomore.
Cougars scored on an 81-yard touchdown pass to Brown, a 25-yard run by Ogden, then a 13-yard touchdown pass to Brown, then a fumble recovery, scoop and run by Sawyer Bolin for a touchdown. 28-0 Brookhaven. First down 10 Raiders. Handoff in the middle to Appleton. He'll get a couple of yards out to about the 23. He'll be wrapped up there. Making the tackle is going to be Fortenberry. That'll be Trey Fortenberry, the sophomore defensive end. Pickup of about 3, 2nd and 7 for the Raiders.
35 seconds to go in first quarter of play. Cougars out front 28-0.
Out come the Raiders.
They've done it passing, running, and on defense.
Once again, Warren calls for the ball. He'll take it. He wants to throw. Comes right side. Pass into a crowd. Incomplete. Again, he was looking for Prescott. But that pass uncatchable by practically any of those. A pretty hot pass that kind of flew over everybody's head there. Incomplete. Third down and 7 for Raiders.
Ball passed in a lot of traffic. Brister, Singh, Brownlee back in coverage for the Cougars. 14 seconds. Clock stopped on incompletion. Again, 28-0 Cougars.
Third down and 7 for the Raiders. They'll come out of the I formation. The back will be Appleton. The up back in the set will be Prescott. Give it to Appleton off the right side. Got a little room, and he's going to be dragged down short of the first down. Got it out to about the 27. He'll be about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down, and that should wrap it up here for the first quarter. End of the first quarter, Brookhaven Academy 28, Benton Academy nothing. Let's take 60 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football will continue after this on B92.
A monument is a lasting memorial. At Brookhaven Monument, they've worked with families right here at home for over 70 years, helping them honor their loved ones. Stop by the Brookhaven Monument showroom on Highway 51 North and let their caring consultants help you choose that special monument. Visit their website, brookhavenmonument.com, or call 833-5701. Brookhaven Monument Company, Highway 51 North, also serving you from locations in Macomb, Natchez, and McGee.
Flint's
Pharmacy wants to wish the Brookhaven Academy football team good luck this season. Come inside and visit the best greeting card selection in town, with all cards just 99 cents. But those days you are in a hurry, you can use Clint's convenient and fast drive-thru line. Now inside Clint's Pharmacy, it's Complete Family Medical, a clinic that takes walk-ins to get you in and out. Clint's Pharmacy, 201 Highway 51 North, Brookhaven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon.
Back here, Brookhaven Academy going to the second quarter, 28-0. Benton trailing the Cougars here.
Ken, looking down, got a good crowd here tonight. Red Stewart Field, bleachers full, our chairback section or your lawn chair section is full. And then on the south side, south of the main bleachers, along the hill there, Cougars fans came out in numbers tonight to watch Brookhaven Academy's last regular season home game. We expect to see some type of playoff ball later in the season.
Singh will return it. End-over-end kick is going to hit at midfield and roll dead right about the 47. That's where the Cougars go on offense. First down at 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's see if Coach Rushing comes back with Flowers or Fortenberry.
Ogden will be the running back.
So Ogden and Flowers in the backfield. Rob Johnson out right. Brown and Singh to his left. So 3 receivers. Griffin may slip out of the slot position just in front of Ogden.
So Flowers out of the shotgun set. Benton jumps. Flag is down. Benton jumped, and a 5-yard penalty. Again, a nice job by Flowers. That hard count got the Raider front line to jump there. Offsides Raiders, that'll cost them 5. That puts the ball into Benton territory down at the 48. Still first down, but only 5 yards to go now for the Cougars.
Rob Johnson, 1-on-1, out wide to right all the way across the field.
Give to Ogden. Ogden comes off left side, got room, 40, 30. Down the left sideline, he's down inside the 10, finally dragged out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And looks like that is Appleton coming over to make a touchdown-saving tackle for the Raiders, but he gets it all the way down to the Raiders 6. First down, goal to go Cougars on the Raiders 6. And with that run, I think Ogden perhaps breaks the 100-yard mark.
44 on that carry, 118 on the night, just 5 total carries for Ogden.
Averaging roughly 25 yards almost a carry. That's not a bad average.
Direction 39 on the run for Ogden.
Ogden will be to the right side of Flowers. Double outs left and right for the Cougars. Flowers takes it. Option pitch to Ogden. Ogden gets the corner, lowers his head, goes to the end zone, and he is in there for the touchdown. So second touchdown of the ball game for Nick Ogden. That is 7 or 6-yard TD run by Ogden. That makes it 34-0. 11-12 left here in the first half of play. Here comes your New York Life Insurance Extra Point, brought to you by your agents Kelly Allred and Dwayne Allred. Corey Case has been perfect, 4 for 4 so far tonight. The hold of Fortenberry. Snap is back. Placement down. The kick is right down the middle. It is good. 11-12 left in the first half of play. Brookhaven Academy 35 and Benton nothing. Let's take 30. 30 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
I'm Melvin Tinkle, longtime host of Mississippi Outdoors. I'm here with my friend Gary Stewart of Four Corner Properties. Gary, tell the good folks how Four Corner Properties can make their buying experience hassle-free.
You know, Melvin, in today's real estate market, there are many different ways to find properties, which can be very overwhelming and way overpriced. We want to be your professional filter that reduces the hassle of finding that special dream property.
For more information, call 601-952-2828.
I'm Melvin Tinkle.
I'm Gary Stewart.
See you in the great outdoors.
Online, 4cplandandhomes.com.
Quick update on other scores. Clinton Christian 16, Amid School Center nothing. Silliman 12, Centerville nothing. Pisgah 13, Logan Center nothing. Forest Hill 7. I checked that. Brookhaven 7, Forest Hill 6. West Jones 2, North Pike nothing. Here comes the kickoff.
For any of you following the American League playoffs, in the top half of the fourth inning, Boston Red Sox 5, New York Yankees yet to score.
Case will approach the ball. Here comes the kickoff. High kick. Prescott's going to take it at the 1. Out. Well, he stepped on the goal line. Automatic touchback in high school football. If any part of your foot goes into the end zone, it looks like the back part of his shoe went into the end zone, so an automatic touchback is called. 10:53 left as the clock rolls here. Benton will have it first down and 10 at their own 20.
Another score from earlier today, the Astros over the Indians 7-2. That's the final. Astros lead that series 1-0. The Brewers over the Rockies 4-0. Brewers with a 2-0 lead in that series.
Out come the Raiders. They'll line it up in the high formation. Warren takes it. Going to leave it with Appleton. Appleton hit after about a 2 or 3 yard drive pickup. He's going to be pushed backwards. Harrison Brownlee also in there for the Cougars, and the tackle is going to be Peyton Reed. So pickup of just a couple on the play. Bring it out to the 23. That'll bring up a 2nd down 7 for the Raiders.
Ken, you watch number 42, Reed. He's a freshman, plays the middle linebacker position. Undersized, but that kid gets after it on every play. He's going to be a good one for the Cougars. Just a gritty ball player. You can put him anywhere on the field, and he's going to give you 110% every time.
One back set. Warren wants to throw, dropping back. Here comes pressure, fires it out here, intercepted and dropped. Almost picked off by the Cougars at the 38.
I believe they
was caught.
I believe they gave it. Yeah, I thought he
dropped it, but apparently the official right there said no, he caught it. So an interception.
Keegan Smith going down low to get that one.
So BA has it at the Benton Academy 38.
Keegan got his hands, just scooped right under it, right at the 37-yard line. Went down low. We both thought ball bounced off the ground, but Keegan evidently got his hands under it. Or the interception put the Cougars back in Raider territory. Looks like Fortenberry and Johnston.
So Fortenberry will be the quarterback. Johnston will be lining up to his left. Double outs left and right for Fortenberry. He'll call for the ball. He's going to keep it. Now the option pitch out to Johnston. Johnston got a little room. He's to the 25, cuts it in the open field. He'll take it across the 5. Touchdown, Cougars. 37-yard TD by Johnston. That makes it 41-0. That comes at the 8:34 mark. The clock is rolling. They do stop the clock on the touchdown. 8:34 left in the first half of play. Here comes the extra point attempt to New York Life Insurance Agents. Extra point attempt, Kelly Allred, Dwayne Allred. Corey Case, who's hit 5 of 5 so far. Let's see if he can make it 6 for 6. Snap back, placement down, right down the middle. Once again, it is good. There's a timeout on the field. Brookhaven Academy 42 and Benton Academy nothing. Let's take another 30 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
Touch and Go Car Wash would like to thank all of our loyal customers as part of our 1-year anniversary. That's 365 days of sparkling cars cleaned by our variety of wash options, 12 months of dirt-free floorboards in our large amount of vacuum stalls, 1 year of customers being helped by our friendly staff. Come see what has made the past year clean and fresh for so many of our loyal customers and grab a gift card while you're at it. Touch and Go Car Wash, conveniently located on Brookway Boulevard in Brookhaven.
8:11 left in the first half of play. Brookhaven Academy rolling here tonight, 42-0 over Benton Academy on senior night, Armed Forces Appreciation Night as well at Brookhaven Academy. Once again, Prescott will line up to receive the kickoff. Update: Clinton Christian 22, Amid School Center nothing.
Coach Rushing able to get a lot of his younger guys in the ball game. We'll give you the rundown as we can.
Corey Case will kick it off. See Cole Griffin, Peyton Reed on this side of the kickoff return coverage team. Also Pedigo in there.
Pedigo, yeah.
Kickoff is pretty high, going to be hit, and they're going to let it roll in the end zone. So Benton gets it at their own 20 once again. Well, Benton came out early. Looked like they had a little spark offensively. They drove it down inside the Cougar 20, but missed a 35-yard field goal. But from that point on, it has been all Cougars, as the score can kind of attest to it. 42-0 Cougars.
While we got a chance, let's mention those seniors again. We may not see them again tonight. Keegan Smith, Sonny Singh, Dawson Flowers, Justin Burke, Cole Griffin, Cade Brown, Charles Nations, Noah Diamond, and Sawyer Bolin, the senior class for Brookhaven Academy.
Clock is rolling at 6:39 left in the first half. Pitch out to Appleton. He's got to get across the 20, stacked up by a host of players. Falls forward across the 25, out to about the 27. It picks up about 7 of the play. Good hard running there by Appleton.
Like Pedigo, number 23, in on the tackle for the Cougars.
28. 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
So give him 8 on the play. 2nd down 2 at the Benton 28.
Good hard running there by Pedigo for the Raiders.
Once again, Warren will come up. Looks like he'll be under center out of the I formation. Single receivers left and right. Pitch out to Appleton. Appleton trying to sweep outside. Got the first down up the right sideline. He'll get it out of bounds around the 38. He's going to be hit out of bounds by the Cougars' John Rivers Brown, a freshman. But a first down run by Appleton all the way out to the Benton 39-yard line. Officials timeout. 5:37 left here in the first half of play. All Brookhaven Academy 42-0. Let's take 30 seconds down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
For comprehensive dental care for your family, come to Oak Lane Family Dental on Highway 27 in Monticello. Oak Lane Family Dental helps you maintain good dental health with a wide variety of services. Athletes, Oak Lane Family Dental can fit you with a custom mouth guard to protect your teeth during competition. These come in a variety of colors. Oak Lane Family Dental, 3075 Highway 27 in Monticello. Online, oaklanefamilydental.net. Call 587-7737.
5:37 left in the first half of play. 42-0 Brookhaven. Benton has gotten one of the rare first down for them up to the Benton 39-yard line. First down at 10 for the Raiders.
Picked up 3 first downs on their opening drive, and that was just their second.
Here's Appleton stacked up. He'll be dragged down as he keeps fighting, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Host of Cougars in there. Looks like that's going to be Tate rushing, making the tackle for Brookhaven. Carter Smith in there as well. No gain on the play. Brings it up a second down and 10 on the Benton 39-yard line. Clock has rolled down to about 5 minutes left in the half. We'll have Coach Becky Flowers with us to talk about the big softball matchup tomorrow here for the state title. Again, a keeper by Warren, tries to follow his running back through the hole, gets it across the 40 out to about the 43. But once again, he'll be tripped up by a host of Cougar tacklers. Looks like rushing off the bottom of that pile. So third down, we'll call it about 7 to go here for the Raiders on their own 43.
All our elementary football players, 3rd through 6th grade, need to report to the south end zone for a special halftime recognition.
So third down coming up. Tomorrow, B92 will have Ole Miss and Louisiana Monroe for homecoming. That's a 1 o'clock pregame show, 3 o'clock kickoff. The eye is set. Warren pitches back to Appleton. Appleton follows his blockers, gets it up close to a first down, and close to midfield. That should be enough for a first down. Good hard running by Appleton. So 1st and 10 by the Raiders. Making the tackle for the Cougars on the play is Austin Harrell, another freshman.
Clock running, 3:46 to go. Cougars got this one under control, 42-0. Second quarter of play.
Pretty well all sophomores and freshmen on the field right now for the Cougars. Warren will work out of the shotgun set. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Put a man in motion. There's a speed sweep, no keeper by Warren. Steps across the 50, hit and wrestled down after a short gain. Got it down to the Cougar 48-yard line.
Pedigo and Jake Livingston. Livingston with his 4th tackle of the night. One of those caused fumble. Sawyer Bowling picked up the fumbled ball. Rumbled in from 13 yards out earlier in the ball game. Livingston doing a good job across that front line for the Cougars.
So brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Raiders. Warren to throw, looking, has time, throws it out here. It's going to be caught for a first down inside the 40. Down around the 37 is where they'll put the ball down. First down and 10 for the Raiders. So the first down play, I believe that's one of the, 1 or 2 completed passes tonight for the Raiders.
Their 3rd of the night. One was for 1 yard, 1 for 15, and that was for 8 yards in the first down.
So first down and 10 for the Raiders on the Cougar 37 as the clock rolls down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half. 42-0 Cougars. Warren again calls for the ball, wants to throw. Steps back, still looking, fires it across the middle. This ball's going to be intercepted by the Cougars.
Gage Brown.
Down around the 18, so the Cougars will pick it off. Back on the 18-yard line. And that is the 3rd turnover tonight committed by the Raiders.
Good job in the defensive backfield by Brown. Covering the post pattern. Warren look, fired across down around the 17-yard line. Brown cut in front of the receivers, made the catch, went up high for it, made it two-handed catch out in front of him. Good job out there by the sophomore Brown.
And Brown will stay in as a wide receiver. Fortenberry, the quarterback, looks like Johnston will be the running back in there to his right. Single receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Fortenberry calls for the ball. High snap. He'll hand it off inside to Johnston. Johnson, 25. Fights out across the 25, out to about the 28. That'll be close to the first down for the Cougars.
Good hard running there by Johnston. Looks like it'll be 2nd down and less than a yard to go.
So put the ball down on the Cougar 28, just shy of the 28. They got to get over the 28 for the first down. Once again, Fortenberry checks out that Raider defense. This should be the final play of the half. Again, Johnston has it. Johnston tripped up as he got across the 35 out to the 36. That's a first down for the Cougars, but I don't think the Cougars will even bother coming to the line of scrimmage, and that should do it here for the first half of play with 10 seconds left, and the clock is rolling. And that's it. Cougars will come to the sideline. First half is in the books. It's been all Cougars, as the score will indicate. Cougars of Brookhaven Academy 42, Raiders from Benton Academy nothing. Let's take 2 minutes. 2 minutes down the line. We'll come back and recap the first half of play for you after this on B92.
In today's insurance world, a simple call can turn into hours of frustration. Wouldn't it be nice to turn back time when handling a claim was as simple as calling your agent? At Insurance and Risk Managers, our customer service is old-fashioned. Your agent will manage your personal or commercial insurance policy completely, from conception to claims. With offices in Brookhaven, Macomb, and Jackson, we're easy to find and a part of your community. Insurance and Risk Managers. Insurance on your time. 833-6321.
You're not alone when it comes time to make your house a home. The experts at J&B Tile and Marble would like to help, beginning with new flooring, hardwood, laminate, ceramic, carpet, and more. Be sure to like us on Facebook. And because J&B is locally owned and operated, rest assured you'll get the big city selection with friendly hometown service, a fair price, and the professionalism and respect you and your home deserve. J&B Tile and Marble, 102 White Brook Drive in Brookhaven, just off Highway 51.
I'm Angie at Pike National Bank. We know that you didn't wake up this morning and decide to buy your first home. You've worked, planned, saved, and dreamed for this a long time, and we want to help you turn your dream into a reality. Visit me at our Brookhaven location today to apply for a loan. Whether you need a long-term fixed-rate loan or something you can pay off quickly, we will work together to meet those needs. Pike National Bank, a better way to bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you see that yellow and black Landmax sign, you know the professionals at Landmax are on the job to get you the most money for land or timber. Landmax with foresters and real estate agents in Mississippi and Louisiana. Got land? Got timber? Call our Landmax office today for any of your land or timber needs. Call your Landmax agent, Chad Smith, 601-835-5050 and online at landmaxproperties.com.
Back at halftime, senior night here at Brookhaven Academy. It's been all Cougars so far tonight, 42-0 here in the first half. Cougars scored with 8:14 left in the first quarter, 81-yard touchdown pass to Cade Brown. Cougars come back with a 5:05 left in the first quarter, 25-yard run by Nick Ogden, 14-0 at that point, 1:30 left in the first quarter, 13-yard touchdown pass to Brown. That made it 21-0. 1:09 left in the first quarter. A sack by Livingston, a scoop and score on the fumble by Sawyer Boland. So the first quarter ended 28-0. Brookhaven Academy. Cougars then on another drive of some 53 yards. Payoff, 6-yard run by Ogden. 11-12 left in the first half of play. 35-0 Brookhaven. Then Luke Johnston tears off on a nice touchdown run of some 37 yards. Johnston takes it in 37 yards out. 8:34 left in the half. And there we are at our halftime score, 42-0. And I'm sure the stats will bear out the score as well here, Beck.
Yeah, Ken, let's take a quick look at the first half stats. First for the Benton Academy Raiders, Cody Prescott rushed the ball 5 times for 14 yards. Arian Warren, the quarterback, 4 rushes for 41 yards, had a long run of 27. And Shelton Appleton, 5 rushes for 16 yards. Warren was 3 for 9 passing in the first half with 2 interceptions, 2 of those to Prescott for 9 yards and 1 to Dustin Porter for 15 yards. For the Cougars on the night, Nick Ogden rushed the ball 6 times for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. Luke Johnson, 3 rushes, 55 yards and 1 score, a long of 37. And Sonny Singh, 1 rush for 17 yards. In the passing department, the Cougars didn't have to do it much, but they were perfect. Dawson Flowers, 1 for 1 for 81 yards and a score. Tyler Fortenberry, 2 for 2, 38 yards, a 13-yard touchdown to Cade Brown. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns for 94 yards, and Cole Griffin, 1 reception for 25 yards.
So the baseball team being recognized, getting their championship rings, the AA champions. A lot of seniors off that team, other places now. Bugos down at Jones and other players Watts down at Southwest. So we've got some players that'll be playing this in the spring in junior college ranks.
Yeah, when we had the awards banquet at the end of the year, of course, the archery team, the boys and girls basketball teams were both recognized for their state championships, and the baseball team was still playing. They had work to do, so this is their first opportunity to be recognized in front of the Cougar faithful, and hats off to those guys. Had a historic year and a great run through the playoffs, and you and I had the opportunity to call most of those ball games, and it was just a thrill to be a part of it.
Of course, you've got to see how many multi-sport athletes there are at Brookhaven Academy. Probably half the squad down there are current football players.
Yeah. So, see those guys down there. Coach Ron Rushing's letting all of his football players that were part of that team last year come out and be recognized. And, of course, some of our seniors, Zumbro, Bugos, as you mentioned, Taylor Freeney. So just congratulations to that 2018 AA State Championship baseball team and the run they had for Coach Tyler Parvin, his first championship as a coach. As you know, Coach Parvin had a championship as a player in his days pitching back for Brookhaven Academy.
Also, the Pee Wee squad is going to be recognized here as well. The Pee Wee cheerleaders will be entertaining here. It's all going on at halftime during senior night at Brookhaven Academy. Well, we've got a big softball matchup coming tomorrow. This features Brookhaven Academy, Clinton Christian. Brookhaven Academy down 0-1 in the best 2 out of 3 game series for the state AA title. First game of that, hopefully doubleheader, will be 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we're going to take 2 minutes right now. Then we're going to come back and talk to the head softball coach here at Brookhaven Academy, Coach Becky Flowers. Take 2 minutes. Back with Coach Flowers after this on B92.
Hello, I'm Lavelle Sullivan with Quick Lane Tire and Auto. If you're looking for a place to service your vehicle, then Quick Lane has you covered. We service all makes and models, whether you're driving a Dodge, a Chevy, Toyota, or a Jeep. We're open on Saturdays, and we're authorized dealer for 13 brands of tires. We offer 90 days same as cash, and no appointment is ever necessary. If you need tires, brakes, batteries, or just an oil change, then Quick Lane's your place. Quick Lane Tire and Auto, next to Walmart, Brookhaven.
Any age, any sport, any injury. The Mississippi Sports Medicine Team has your team covered. Shoulder and elbow specialists Larry Field, Red Hobgood, and Randy Ramsey are Mississippi's leaders in the treatment of sports-related injuries. Get back in the game with Mississippi Sports Medicine. Any age, any sport, any injury. The Mississippi Sports Medicine Team has your team covered. Hip and knee specialists Walter Shelton, Jason Kraft, Austin Barrett, and James O'Mara are Mississippi's leaders in the treatment of sports-related injury. Get back in the game with Mississippi Sports Medicine.
I'm David Lee Brewer, and I ask you to elect me Circuit Court Judge for Walthall, Lincoln, and Pike counties. As a lifetime Southwest Mississippian, former Air Force officer, and 17-year practicing attorney, I'm the only candidate to have served you as both attorney and soldier. Over 13 years as a prosecutor, I've handled thousands of cases, and I will take my Christian values and life experience to the bench, ensuring you receive prompt, courteous, and firm but fair justice. On November 6th, please vote David Lee Brewer, Circuit Court Judge. Paid for by the committee to elect David Lee Brewer.
Looking for a pharmacy to fill your prescriptions in a timely, professional, caring manner? A pharmacy you can call and actually talk to a friendly, helpful person instead of a machine. That pharmacy is Bain Drugs in Brookhaven. Bain Drugs has cared for Brookhaven and surrounding area families for more than 60 years. Bring your prescriptions to Bain Drugs, and transferring is easy. They offer free citywide delivery and curbside service. Bain Drugs, next to Piggly Wiggly, across from the School of the Arts. Call 833-1922.
Well, here at halftime senior night, Brookhaven Academy, Benton Academy, we're glad to have with us the head softball coach at Brookhaven Academy, Becky Flowers. And Becky, thanks for taking a little time to talk to us. Let's kind of review where we are right now. Of course, we win the South State in softball, but we've got a little bit of a hill to climb against Clinton Christian. How about giving us an update on how things are going?
Well, I'll just tell you, it's kind of a different scenario. We won South State. We went to the state championship playoff round, which is basically a double elimination tournament. But the format of that is you win out, and then the loser's bracket final winner comes through, and then you play a best-of-3 series. You don't play that game out on that weekend, and so that's kind of where we were. We won all 3 games in the state championship game. We were playing really well, super well, so came back and got ready and went to Clinton Christian, and it was just an old-fashioned tail whipping, I guess is what my coaches would have called that. We just got a little within ourselves. The moment got big, the crowd got loud, and we became girls, and we let it get to us, and we lost a little bit of our mental toughness and lost that game 9-0. So, but we learn from everything that we go through.
Of course, we're not out of it. We've got a game at 11 o'clock in the morning, but again, the Lady Cougars have to win 2. Is that correct?
That's correct. We have to win 2. And, I told them this plan was written long ago. God's got it all in his hands. And so all we have to do is give it our best shot, give it everything we got. And the outcome, either way, we praise him. But, our girls are so talented. It was just a lot of firsts on Wednesday night. First of all, we've not been shut out in 40 games, and we were shut out Wednesday night. We've not allowed more than 6 runs in a game, and we allowed 9 in that game. Just several things. We had 5 errors. It was uncharacteristic. 5 walks, another uncharacteristic thing of our pitching staff. So, I'm just going to chalk that up to God just took everything in one game and told us what he needed us to know, probably humbled us a little bit, and brought us down to earth. And now we're going to, got our backs against the wall, but we're going to fight our way out of it.
Of course, this team has really developed over the past couple of years. I think the last interview we did, you said when you took over, it was a very young squad, and your promise to them is you work hard and we're going to play for a state championship, and that's where we are right now.
That's it. My 10th graders that are with me now started with me as 6th graders. So they've been with me for this is their 5th season, and we had a little mantra then that said victory is prepaid. And that just means simply you put the work in early, the victories will come and the reward will come. And I promised them then, if you'll stay the course, by the time you're sophomores, ironically, I said, you will end up, playing for a state championship. And they are indeed sophomores, and they are indeed playing for a state championship. We have 4 sophomores on our squad. We have 2 that start, and we have 3 ninth graders that are also in key positions as pitchers, catchers, shortstops, center fielders, all those things. So, hey, it's there for their taking. They've got to, just want it and have that desire. And there's not a better group of kids that I'd rather coach. And I just kind of feel like they belong to me now. I've had them for so long, and we've had some great additions at Brookhaven Academy come in to secure some spots for us. And, hey, we made it to it. We made it here. Now we just got to trust ourselves and trust God, and we'll get through it.
Of course, first game 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and certainly we'll need a big crowd to come out to cheer on the Lady Cougars because, as you mentioned, the Clinton Christian crowd was loud and vocal, and we need the same type crowd here tomorrow for the Lady Cougars.
Absolutely. That played a huge portion. You couldn't even hear yourself, bells and cowbells and shakers, and they had probably, wasn't a huge, it was about 40 kids in the stands, and they were screaming and yelling and supporting and, everything they did. It was just, great celebration. And, hey, they did what they had to do. They got behind their team. They got into the mentality of, a group of girls, and we just got to be stronger than that, and we are. We've overcome it. We came back, and, they beat us twice in district. We came back in the South State tournament, and we beat them twice to win it. And I certainly plan on 2 games tomorrow, and I think that your Lady Cougar softball team, with everybody's support, will be able to pull it out.
How about a quick mention of the assistant coaches you have working with you?
Absolutely. Tyler Parvin, Coach Jose Acosta, both our head and assistant baseball coaches, they have been a godsend to me because, I'm a little old, and so they're able to help me out on hitting a lot of fungo and doing some different things. And obviously with a baseball background, there's a lot of similarities between the 2 sports. So they've been able to really help out and give some encouragement to the girls and, be that person. Because when you've got 15, 20 girls that's depending on you, it's hard for one person to be everything. So they've just been a big help in our program, and they really, helped me as a coach, advice-wise, and just keeping things calm and so we can stay through the course.
All right, all comes down to a state championship run tomorrow. First game 11 o'clock, and again, as you mentioned, the Lady Cougars need to win 2, but you've done that before, so we're looking for a great day of softball at Brookhaven Academy tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for letting me talk about them because, right now they are really on a quest, and they need everybody's support. So we're so excited that we're actually going to be on Brookhaven Academy's campus, and we have an opportunity to win the state championship in front of our fans.
All right, well, Coach Flowers, thanks for taking some time out of your really, really busy schedule to talk to us about the Lady Cougars, and want to wish you and the team good luck tomorrow, and we hope that trophy will be at Brookhaven Academy come Monday morning.
Great. Thank you so much.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nelson to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference one child at a time.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Kelly Hallred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at NewYorkLife.com.
Hey, this is Prentice Smith, General Manager at Toyota Brookhaven in Brookhaven, Mississippi. At Toyota Brookhaven, we deliver one of the largest selections of new and pre-owned vehicles in Southwest Mississippi. We deliver great savings on all of our new and pre-owned inventory. But most importantly, we deliver the customer service you expect and deserve. So come see what thousands of people already know, that when trust is not an issue, car buying can be fun. Visit us on site, exit 40 Brookhaven, or online at ToyotaBrookhaven.com. Remember, at Toyota Brookhaven, we deliver.
Dr. Clay Johnson and his staff want to wish the Brookhaven Academy football team good luck.
We are open Monday to Thursday, 8 to 5.
Call us at 835-0090 to schedule an appointment.
Dr. Clay Johnson is located at 224 South Church Street, Suite A. Go BA!
Dr. Clay Johnston is a general dentist serving our community for over 15 years. Let him and his staff take care of you today.
Well, a senior night here at Brookhaven Academy, a happy night so far, 42-0. Brookhaven Academy over the Benton Academy Raiders. Other scores we can update you on that we have in right now. Brookhaven a high 14, Forest Hill 6. Homecoming at Lloyd Star, pretty good game out there. Back 24, Mid-Counties High School 24, Lloyd Star 22.
Yeah, shootout.
Pisgah shutting out Bogachita 34-0 at this time. Silliman was beating Centerville 18-6. Clinton Christian 28, Mid-School Center 8. And the last we heard, West Jones 16, North Pike 0. So those are some of the scores we have to pass along. For some key college games coming up tomorrow, Mississippi State will take on Auburn. LSU takes on Florida. And SEC play, of course, Ole Miss has homecoming tomorrow against Louisiana Monroe. And we'll be passing through there next week on our way over to Farmerville. And, of course, they're going to take on the Rebels tomorrow. 3 o'clock kickoff, 1 o'clock pregame show. You can catch that on B92. And Coach Rushing said that they're going to stop in Ruston and visit Louisiana Tech while they're in that area. Get out on the field, let them walk around the field a little bit and kind of see what Louisiana Tech looks like.
If you recall, Ken, that's where we were over in that neighborhood, in that area, during the State Basketball South playoffs, and stayed in Ruston, and both the squads got the opportunity. I know the girls squad got the opportunity to go work out at Louisiana Tech. Big thrill for them. Coach Ron Rushing has some good ties over there with Louisiana Tech University, so be a good opportunity for the Cougars next week to see a college program, college facility, and I'm sure they'll get the white glove treatment. And about a 3-hour drive from Brookhaven, so I think it's at 3 hours and 1 minute. 1 minute over to Farmerville, and that's again just north of, pretty much north of Ruston, Louisiana. So look for a big crowd to head over, and then the following week we're down in Liberty. wrap it up. Final ball game of the year, regular season ball game of the year against the Amen School Center Rebels, a district game, and the Cougars looking to wrap up first place in the district and a good seed moving into the playoffs.
So if that all comes together, we are no doubt will have another home game here. That'll be a playoff game. This is the final regular season game. Now, you look at the schedule. We only had 4 home games this year, and some people have asked why just 4. Well, the schedule was set. We had one team convert to 8-man football. The other team, something else happened to them. They dropped out. So we had to scramble late to get 2 teams to fill out our schedule, and both those teams said, we'll play you, but you're going to come to our place. We're not going to come to your place. So.
And I think that turned out being 2 of the farthest trips that we would make this year, one up to North Delta, and I think we went over to Palmerville. So just real quickly before we get going, as the teams make their way back out on the field, some highlights of the first half. Nick Ogden, 2 touchdowns, 125 yards rushing. Luke Johnston, 1 touchdown, 55 yards rushing. Dawson Flowers, 1 for 1, passing for 81-yard touchdown to Cade Brown. Tyler Fortenberry, 2 for 2, 38 yards passing, 1 touchdown also to Cade Brown. Cade with those 2 catches, 94 yards, 2 TDs. Cole Griffin, 1 reception for 25 yards. So all in all, a very efficient first half for the Cougars. Just an outmatched Raider ball club from Benton. You'll see a lot of young guys. Like I mentioned, called out the seniors just before the end of the half. We may not see them again here in the second half. Some of the younger guys will probably get the majority of the playing time as they tee it off in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
42-0 Brookhaven Academy at halftime. Let's take another 2 minutes down the line. 2 minutes, and Cougar football continues after this on B92.
This is Hunter Franklin with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We offer fast, friendly services. When you have your oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we check all of your vehicle's fluid levels, check your tires, and you get a free car wash and vacuum. Fleet operators, we accept most fleet account credit cards. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with 7 locations in Mississippi. In Brookhaven, Highway 51 South, and visit our new location, 5630 Highway 80 East in Pearl.
Hello, I'm Bill Sones, and I'd like to take a moment to brag on King's Daughters Medical Center in Brookhaven. If you haven't seen us lately, you should come take a look. You just don't expect to find this kind of hospital in a town our size. Our administrators have vision, and our staff is dedicated, and we have the finest doctors of any small town anywhere. Award-winning doctors who care. And guess what? They're great citizens, too. Choose King's Daughters Medical Center for all your family's health needs.
Personal attention is important to all of us, and it serves as a foundation in building lasting relationships in life and in business. This is Shannon Aker for Bank of Brookhaven. We've built our bank on a foundation of personal attention and friendly service. We're dedicated to keeping it the way we do business. Stop in the day and let us show you. At Bank of Brookhaven, it's all about you. Bank of Brookhaven, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's a change in the seasons, and if you have changes you need to make around your home, let the helpful hardware folks at Perkins Ace Hardware help you. From electrical and plumbing projects to hunting and fishing supplies, come to Perkins Ace Hardware. Need appliances, lawn and garden supplies, or even keys made while you wait? Come to the home of the helpful hardware folks, Perkins Ace Hardware in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
Back at Brookhaven Academy, getting ready for the second half. And Beck, as you look up and down the sidelines, the starters have their helmets off and they're kneeling down, ready to become cheerleaders for the second half of play.
Good opportunity here for a lot of your 9th graders, your younger 10th graders, and maybe even see an 8th grader or 2 out there getting some playing time here in the second half. Like you mentioned, the Raiders a kickoff. They'll be moving from our left to right. Cougars will receive. Looks like we're going to have. Can you pick up that number back there? Maybe number 10. Is that Jalen Huffman back deep for the Cougars?
Jalen Huffman back for the, he's a sophomore. And kicking it off here for the Raiders is going to be Prescott. So line drive kick is going to be taken by Huffman back at the 12, back to the 20. Tries to get a little room there. Flag is down. Spins ahead. Breaks a tackle. Got to about the 28, but a flag is down. And that could be a hold on Brookhaven Academy. Let's wait and see.
Maybe Rob Johnston got his arm hooked. Oncoming Raider defender on that kick. About the 30-yard line. That is what the call.
Say push in the back is the official call. That'll cost the Cougars a penalty, and that'll move the ball back inside the 20. Looks like Johnston, the running back, Fortenberry, your quarterback. Receivers to this side will be Gage Brown for one. It looks like Rob Johnston is the other one. Lone receiver off to the right side. Fortenberry with a Luke Johnston. Johnston's showing some good burst of speed.
Yeah, Johnson. You get Johnston in the open. He's one of the fastest players on the team. He gets some space. He can pick them up and put them down.
The shotgun set. Rolling clock is in effect here. Already down to 10.5 minutes left. Johnston following his blockers. Breaks a tackle. Gets outside. And he's going to be up across the 40 after the 42 before he's finally caught from behind and pulled down. About a 23-yard gain for Johnston. So first down 10 Cougars right at the 40-yard line is where they say he goes down.
The 6 and change move for the Cougars.
So first down 10 Cougars as Fortenberry sets his club down.
Ogden, a power runner, prefers to just bowl over players. Johnston's going to get a hole. He likes that cutback move. After he jumps through the hole, he'll cut it back across the game. Did on that play, picked up 21.
First down play coming up. Fortenberry will take it and the give to Johnston, and the play will be blown dead. Apparently somebody moved for the Cougars prior to the snap, and that's going to cost the Cougars 5 yards. Illegal procedure, Cougars. They'll move it back 5 yards to the 35, brings up a first down and 15. The clock is rolling down to 9:40 left here in the third quarter. 42-0 Brookhaven.
Tate rushing, number 55, triggering the play from the center's position, sophomore. Send it back to Fortenberry, the freshman quarterback.
Fortenberry again has Johnston in the backfield with him. To give to Johnston. Johnston hit in the backfield and wrestled down for a loss in the play.
Ball's on the floor, on the ground. Sorry, Ken.
Ben says they've got it. Tackle was made by Slayton Saxton. So Saxton, a senior, one of the few seniors on this ball club, causes a fumble, and Brookhaven Academy turns it over to Benton. And they're in good shape for a Benton drive here deep in Cougar territory. At the BA, put it down to the BA 25-yard line.
Saxton shot through there. As soon as Johnson put his hands on the ball, slung him to the turf. Ball came loose. Recovered by the Raiders. First and 10. Clock running, 8:38 to go, third quarter.
Lone running back will be Appleton. Warren's going to roll off to his left. Looking, here comes some pressure. Warren's going to tuck it under, 25. Warren to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. He's to the 5. Got in there for the touchdown. Warren, a 25-yard touchdown for the Raiders, and it gets them on the board here. Went back to pass, couldn't find anybody, got a little pressure, tucks it down, and runs it 25 yards for the touchdown. That makes it 42-6 with 8:05 left in the third quarter, and the clock rolling. Of course, Beck, this is a good learning experience for these young players. Going to go for two. Appleton will dot the I. Tail back in the set. Pitch back to Appleton. He's going to go left, cuts back right. Did he get in there? And he does. 2-point conversion to New York Life Insurance. Extra point is good. Brought to you by your agents Kelly Allred and Dwayne Allred. 2-point conversions on the board. 7:20 left in the third quarter. Brookhaven Academy 42, Benton 8. Let's take 30 seconds, 30 down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
A monument is a lasting memorial. At Brookhaven Monument, they've worked with families right here at home for over 70 years, helping them honor their loved ones. Stop by the Brookhaven Monument showroom on Highway 51 North and let their caring consultants help you choose that special monument. Visit their website, brookhavenmonument.com, or call 833-5701. Brookhaven Monument Company, Highway 51 North, also serving you from locations in Macomb, Natchez, and McGee.
Well, Benton Academy cashes in on the Cougar fumble. Warren takes it in from 25 yards, 2-point conversion, good, 42-8.
Warren was looking out in the left flat. Nothing was there. Good pressure from the Cougar defense. Saw an opening to the right. Once he made his way through the line, all his receivers had gone left, and there's nobody out there to stop him on the 25-yard run.
Little pooch kick down the field, going to be picked up by Huffman finally at the 22. He's to the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Coming down the left sideline, tackle from behind, down around the 37-yard line. Catching him from behind is Austin Moore, another ninth grader. That's a touchdown saving tackle for Benton, but Huffman takes it all the way down to the Benton Academy 42.
About a 44-yard return there for Huffman. He saw a crease at about the 25-yard line, turned on the jets, pushed it deep into the Raider territory. We're going to spot it at the 36.
Huffman will be one of the receivers off to the right side. Gage Brown to this side. Fortenberry will again have Johnston in the backfield with him. Fortenberry, the freshman quarterback, gives it to Johnston. Johnson ducks his head, stopped after a short gain, got it to about the 35-yard line. Making the tackle for the Raiders on that play is going to be Slayton Saxton. I believe he's the one that caused that fumble last time. Clock rolling at 4:54 left in the third quarter, 42-8 Brookhaven.
John Rivers Brown now at the tailback position alongside Fortenberry, giving Johnson a break.
Double outs to the right side. Second down and 9 here for the Cougars. Bad snap. Fortenberry's going to have to race back and fall on it all the way back out to the 48. So it's going to be a loss of about 7 or 8 yards in the play. That puts it all the way back to the 48. Cougars got to get to the 20, about 26 for a first down. So third down about 22 for the Cougars, all the way back to the Cougar Benton 48-yard line. Again, Beck, this is a teaching moment here for these young players. Coach Rushing is going to let them stay out there, make mistakes, and that's something we can go back and look at and say, here's what we did wrong, and here's how we need to correct that. That's just a time for these young players to get their feet wet and the varsity action here. Fortenberry, handoff to Rivers. Comes outside, flag is down. He got it across the 45, down to about the 42. But a flag is down. Let's see what the call is going to be here.
Coach here in the box. So that handful of jerseys. So it looked like we're probably going to have holding on that run sequence by John Rivers Brown.
Now will Benton take the penalty or decline it? They will decline it. That's going to bring up a fourth down from the Benton 45, but the Cougars have to get down to the Benton 26. And that's going to bring the punting team on. Prescott will drift back to receive this kick from Case. Case will let this go from about his 45-yard line.
Another opportunity here to work on something. Punting game, haven't had to punt it tonight. Case will punt from the snap from Rushing.
Snap is high, but Case pulls it down, kicks it away. Little low kick. It'll take a Cougar roll. Goes inside the 20, down to about the 18. That's where Benton goes on offense. First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Correction there, that snap back. Nick Ogden is the long snapper for the Cougars. Case did a good job gathering the ball in and avoiding the rush, getting the kickoff. Got a good Cougar roll down inside the 20-yard line. 2:15 to go, clock running 42-8 Cougars.
Well, Jason Scarborough has scores and highlights from around the state of Mississippi in the Friday night end zone scoreboard show. And that's coming up at 10 o'clock here on B92. And he'll be back at 8 o'clock in the morning with our college preview show. That'll be 8 o'clock till 10. And Ole Miss football tomorrow, kicking off homecoming at 3 against Louisiana Monroe. 1 o'clock airtime for the pregame show. Catch that as well on B92. An update for a couple of teams battling for a win. Hazelhurst leading Franklin County 18-13. Warren on the speed sweep. Whistles blow, and I believe Benton's going to be tagged for a penalty here. The Colin drumline has appeared.
A couple of fresh jerseys out for the Cougars. Number 21, Brooks Burke, a junior. Of course, we mentioned Pedigo, and number 24, Cohen Case, defensive back for the Cougars. So a lot of youngsters out there getting their first shot at some playing time tonight. Last regular season home game for the Cougars. We'll wait and see where the playoffs take us. Hopefully we'll have another couple of ball games here at Red Stewart Field.
Puts the ball back on the 13-yard line again. That speed sweep coming from right to left. Looks like that's going to be Prescott. He'll be wrapped up and dropped at the original line of scrimmage, making the tackle for the Cougars. And that play is going to be Peyton Reed, a freshman.
Reed, John Rivers Brown, good job stringing that speed sweep out. We're going to give him about 1 yard gain on the play. And that was Prescott.
Gain of 1, second and 9.
So second down and 9, ball at the 20.
20-yard line.
Warren lines up in the shotgun set with two running backs, one to his left, one to his right. Give once again, this will be a give to Appleton. He's got running room. He's in the clear. He's to the 50. He's to the 40. He's down to the 20. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to take it 80 yards for the touchdown. That makes it 42-14 as the third quarter comes to an end. But Appleton really turned it on as he got to midfield and just outran the Cougar defense down the left, numbers on the left side. Takes it all the way for the touchdown, and that brings some cheers across the way from the Raider fans.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line there from Benton, clearing the way. Appleton, once he stepped through the hole, outran the secondary. 80-yard touchdown as the Raiders line up to go for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll have the one back set to give up the middle of Prescott. He powers into the end zone. Let's see if he got it. I don't think he got it. The New York Life Insurance extra point attempt is no good. Moving into the fourth quarter, clock rolling already, 42-14. Brookhaven Academy on top. Will take only 30 seconds, 30 down the line. Cougar football continues after this on B92.
Clint's Pharmacy wants to wish the Brookhaven Academy football team good luck this season. Come inside and visit the best greeting card selection in town, with all cards just 99 cents. But those days you are in a hurry, you can use Clint's convenient and fast drive-thru line. Now inside Clint's Pharmacy is Complete Family Medical, a clinic that takes walk-ins to get you in and out. Clint's Pharmacy, 201 Highway 51 North, Brookhaven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon.
Well, Benton Academy, Appleton takes it 80 yards for the touchdown. Extra point is good. Yeah, at first it looked like they were signaled no good. Now they've got the 2 points on the board. 42-16. Brookhaven Academy rolling clock out at 10:50 left. And you can hear the whole end drum line in the stands here with us tonight.
Colin Wolves, successful outing at East Central last night. I know you had the opportunity to make that call.
42-17, a big win for the Wolves. They got down early 14-0, but it was all Wolves from there on. Now they'll play Hines on Thursday night.
I understand it, Ken. Big offensive rushing.
354 yards rushing, 508 yards total offense. Humplin's got to chase this one down. Got to pick it up. He's just going to wisely deal with a football. He had 4 players hustling down to put the tag on him. Quick note here about the Thursday game, Beck. It is Education Appreciation Night, so if you work for any of the schools in the Coal-End District, that would include Brookhaven Academy, of course. If you're a teacher, if you are an administrator or staff member, show your school ID at the game Thursday night at Coal-End, and you can get in free. That's for any school in the Coal-End District.
Fantastic. Dr. Hulan and her staff doing a great job up there. Transition year, but she's a veteran of Pyle Lincoln Community College.
Fortenberry gives it to Rivers. He's going to pick his way for about 3 or 4 yards up to the 24. Ball pops out, but that's going to be at the end of the play.
John Rivers Brown slammed down hard by big number 72 for Benton, Buddy Atkinson.
Buddy Atkinson, he probably outweighs the running back by 100 pounds easy.
Atkinson, the nose tackle for the Raiders, slams Brown down to the ground. Came off the field under his own power.
2nd down and 7. The Cougars will have it at their own 25-yard line. Fortenberry, one running back to his right, 2 receivers to the left. Cougars have not thrown here in the second half. Going to give it off. That looks like Johnston. Johnson breaks a tackle, comes across the 30. He'll be close to the first down. He may be a yard or so short. Making the tackle is going to be Nesbitt for the Raiders.
Nesbitt, number 7 at the stop.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and real short.
Yeah, less than a yard to go.
Clock rolling at 8:22. Rolling clock has been in effect the entire second half. Cougars led at halftime 42-0. All the starters for Brookhaven Academy standing on the sideline, watching the younger players get some action here. Fortenberry. And with Johnston to his right. Will take it. Gives it to Johnston. Johnson trying to cut back and tripped up as he got across the 32. He should have enough, though, for the first down, and he does. First down, 10 Cougars.
Needed a half yard, picked up a single yard for the first down. We'll eat up another 40 seconds on the transition from ball spot to snap. 7:39 and counting. Cougars 42, Benton Academy 16. 4th quarter of play.
Out come the Cougars. Fortenberry again with 2 receivers left and right. He's not thrown a pass in this half. He does now. Throws it out here, caught and dropped.
Intended for Rob Johnson out around the 30-yard line. Made a move upfield. Just took his eye off the ball. Had number 3, Prescott, bearing down on him.
Incomplete pass. Of course, clock's not going to stop. The rolling clock has been in effect. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars at their own 32. Out come the Cougars. Fortenberry have Johnston off to his left. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Fortenberry call for the ball. Hands it off to Johnston. Pretty good hole, but somebody got in there quickly and stuffed that play. Looked like a hole was going to open for Johnston, but getting in there to clog it up is big buddy Atkinson.
I'll tell you what, Ken, I like what I see of Atkinson there at the nose tackle position. Takes up a lot of space. Had a couple of key plays on this drive. Corralling Johnston on that play.
Brings up a 3rd down. We'll call it about 11 now for the Cougars. Fortenberry moving up front by the Raiders, and they're going to call the Raiders for encroachment. That'll cost the Raiders 5 yards. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Cougars.
Fortenberry gets Atkinson, Cooper Jones. His teammate to his right. Both jumped off sides. Those two probably the 2 biggest guys on the field, so easy to see him moving across the line there.
Officials timeout. That'll break it at 5:46. This will be a hydration break. So break in the action. 5:46 left in the ball game. Brookhaven Academy 42 and Benton Academy 16. We'll take 30 seconds, 30 down the line. Brookhaven Academy Cougar football continues after this on B92.
Timber is a valuable asset. When you're ready to market timber, Green Tree Land and Timber is committed to getting the most value for your timber. Call Clint Stewart at 601-757-8787 or Gary Stewart 601-757-3009. Green Tree Land and Timber buys land and or timber for harvesting. If you have any questions about harvesting your timber, call Clint Stewart 601-757-8787 or Gary Stewart 601-757-3009. Green Tree Land and Timber.
5:46 left in the game, 42-16. Brookhaven Academy. Cougars have it with 3rd down and 6 at their own 36-yard line. Fortenberry, Johnston off to his left. Takes a snap, gives it to Johnston. Johnston trying to pick his way through. Got a little bit of yardage across the 40 to the 42. Once again to be pulled down by Atkinson.
With the stop, short of the first down.
He'll be short of the first down by a couple of yards. They'll put it to 4th down and about, looks like about 2 to go for the Cougars at their 42. Looks like they may go for it here.
Coach Rushing leaving his offensive squad on the field. Let's see if Fortenberry tries to draw the Raiders offside. Johnston to his left.
Gives it to Johnston. Johnson hits in the middle. Stacked up. I don't think he got the first down.
It's going to be right on the stick. Right or left foot spot.
8th grader Cooper Jones, who's a big 8th grader, makes the tackle. It is just enough for the first down. Just got enough for the first down. 1st and 10 on the Cougar 43.
Yeah, they needed the 43. About the 43 and a half is where the ball's spotted. So 1st down, 10 to go, 4:38 and counting. 4th quarter of play, Cougars out front, 42-16.
Fortenberry again with Johnston to his left. Again, the give to Johnston. Looks for a little room. Caught and spun down for about a yard or so. Making the tackle is going to be Rye Yates.
It's going to be a holding call on the Cougars. The interior line got a handful of jerseys. Let's see, it's going to be a spot foul holding. It's going to mark it back 10 yards.
Puts the ball back on the Cougar 37. That'll make it a first down and about 20 to go now for the Cougars. Got to get down to the Raiders 47 for the first down. Once again, Johnston lines up to the right of Fortenberry. Double outs to the right side. Fortenberry going to throw out here. Is caught at the 35 and knocked down hard at about the 38. Making the grab is going to be a Huffman for a short gain, coming over Prescott to make the tackle. Alexander also on the play. Makes it now 2nd down and about 19 for the Cougars. Clock rolling down to about 3:10 left in the contest. Rolling clock with a 42-16 Cougar lead. Fortenberry, again with Johnston to his left. Double outs to the right, one to the left. Fortenberry takes it again. Give to Johnston. Johnston looking for a little running room. Wrapped up and dropped at the 42. Host of tacklers led that time by Big Buddy Atkinson once again.
I tell you what, Ken, I like Atkinson. That fellow's, for his size, he's nimble out there, works across that line. When he puts his big paw on you, you're not going anywhere. Good hard running there by Johnston, but Atkinson said nothing doing. Pick up about 3 on the play. 3rd down is going to call it about 11.
Ball on the Cougar 42. 2:20 left in the contest. Once again, the give to Johnston. Hit the middle of the line. There is nothing there but a whole host of those big interior linemen. Flag will come down into the play. Atkinson, Cooper Jones, and others. Now look at this Benton squad. They've got some pretty big underclassmen. 8th graders, 9th graders. They could get a few more bodies out there. This will be a pretty good football team. It is a face mask on Benton.
15-yard assessment.
Must happen right there at the end of the play. 15 yards.
That'll be a first down 10 Cougars And Cougars will need to snap it about maybe 2 or 3 more times to milk the clock on out here.
Once again, let's give a raise toward Bill salute to all of our United States military active duty.
Checking in for the Cougars is going to be John Bradley Pettigo, or Joe Bradley Pettigo, a freshman. He'll be in the lineup right now. He'll be kind of that H-back to the right side of the. In fact, he's going to be a running back. They go to the victory formation.
Yeah, Fortenberry will watch the back official, take the snap, take a knee right there.
1 minute left. Maybe 2 more snaps should do it.
And also fans.
So Cougars will win it, go 6-2 on the year. Benton falls to 0-8 on the year.
Police Department, our Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, and our Mississippi Highway Patrol, and our law enforcement protectors.
Again, Fortenberry will look at the. I think we're going to call the game right here, Beck. They're going to say no use to even snap the ball because we know what you're going to do. So let's don't take any chances getting anybody hurt over a meaningless play. And they're going to say let's just call it a day. So that's it. Cougars win at final 42-16 over Benton Academy. Let's take 2 minutes. 2 minutes down the line. We'll come back and recap this ball game for you right after this on P92.
It's Truck Month at Paul Barnett Nissan, and we are proud to be showcasing the new Nissan Titan, the every-duty truck made right here in Mississippi. So come out to Paul Barnett Nissan and experience the difference with a brand new Nissan Titan, complete with America's best truck warranty, 100,000 miles bumper to bumper. Paul Barnett Nissan, home of the Titan. Call us at 601-833-9124, in person at Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, or online at pbnissan.com.
For comprehensive dental care for your family, come to Oak Lane Family Dental on Highway 27 in Monticello. Oak Lane Family Dental helps you maintain good dental health with a wide variety of services. Athletes, Oak Lane Family Dental can fit you with a custom mouth guard to protect your teeth during competition. These come in a variety of colors. Oak Lane Family Dental, 3075 Highway 27 in Monticello. Online, oaklanefamilydental.net. Call 587-7737.
In today's insurance world, a simple call can turn into hours of frustration. Wouldn't it be nice to turn back time when handling a claim was as simple as calling your agent? At Insurance and Risk Managers, our customer service is old-fashioned. Your agent will manage your personal or commercial insurance policy completely, from conception to claims. With offices in Brookhaven, Macomb, and Jackson, we're easy to find and a part of your community. Insurance and Risk Managers. Insurance on your time. 833-6321.
You're not alone when it comes time to make your house a home. The experts at J&B Tile and Marble would like to help, beginning with new flooring, hardwood, laminate, ceramic, carpet, and more. Be sure to like us on Facebook. And because J&B is locally owned and operated, rest assured you'll get the big city selection with friendly hometown service, a fair price, and the professionalism and respect you and your home deserve. J&B Tile and Marble, 102 White Brook Drive in Brookhaven, just off Highway 51.
Well, Brookhaven Academy goes 5-0, 5-2 on the year. Benton Academy falls to 0-8 as the Cougars win at 42-16. Only scoring in the second half was by Benton. Brookhaven Academy pulled all the starters after the first half, leading 42-0 at halftime. Benton scores on a 25-yard touchdown run by Warren, and they come back and scored an 80-yard touchdown run by Appleton. The two scores, both of them completed by converting two-point conversions. So Cougars win it, hit the road for the next 2 weeks over to Farmerville, Louisiana, to take on Union Christian next week. They'll wrap up the regular season in 2 weeks down at the Mid-School Center to take on the Rebels. That's a district contest. Win there will put the Cougars firmly in the championship of the district here, and will seal a first-round home play-off game here at Brookhaven Academy. Beck, any stats you got to share here?
Yeah, real quickly for Benton Academy, some of the leaders' offense was scarce tonight, but a valiant effort by the Benton Academy Raiders. Cody Prescott rushed the ball 6 times for 15 yards. Aaron Warren, the quarterback, 5 rushes for 66 yards and 1 touchdown. Shelton Appleton, the fullback, 6 rushes, 96 yards. and the long score, an 80-yard touchdown run. Warren was 3 for 9 passing with 2 interceptions and receptions by Prescott, 2 receptions for 9 yards, and Dustin Porter had 1 reception for 15. For the Cougars, primarily in the first half, Nick Ogden, 6 rushes for 125 yards, his longest 44 and 2 touchdowns. Luke Johnston rushed the ball 13 times, 89 yards, his longest run, a 37-yarder and a touchdown. John Rivers Brown, 2 rushes for 9 yards. Sonny Singh, 1 rush for 17 yards. Dawson Flowers, 1 pass tonight. First offensive play of the game, hit Cade Brown for an 81-yard pass, catch, and run. Tyler Fortenberry, 3 for 4 for 40 yards and a touchdown. Cade Brown, 2 receptions, 94 yards, 2 scores. Cole Griffin, 1 reception for 25, and Jalen Huffman, 1 reception for 2 yards. That's your wrap on offensive stats tonight for Benton Academy and Brookhaven Academy.
Well, senior night at Brookhaven Academy, but these seniors not playing their final home game. We're expecting to have the first round home field advantage, at least for game 1 of the playoffs, as Brookhaven Academy will be in the playoffs regardless of what happens here on out. But we kind of think we'll be in pretty good shape wrapping up the season here. We travel over to Union Christian. That's over in Farmerville, Louisiana, north of Ruston. We will have that game for you. Then the following week, we'll wrap up the regular season with a district ball game down at Liberty against the Emmett School Center. Of course, all those games right here on B92. We also archive the games. If you missed any action you want to go back and listen to, just go to YouTube. Just go to YouTube and again search for B92. Then that's a space between B92 and WBKN. It's all lowercase. And you can check out action from previous games or tonight's game if you'd like to.
Ken had a lot of compliments to you and your station about the archives of the ball game. A lot of the folks like to go back and listen to it, especially a game like last week. A lot of the players came up and, you know, just the excitement of the ball game, and they get an opportunity to go back and hear the big plays and what happened and sort of relive the moment. So hats off to B92 and the guys back in the studio that put that out for.
Give kudos to Darren White. He's the guy that hooks all that stuff up and makes sure it happens. We thank Darren for his great work on these broadcasts. A lot about doing here. Don't forget softball tomorrow. I want to wish the Lady Cougars good luck. They'll be taking on Clinton Christian 11 o'clock in the morning. Lady Cougars have to win 2. They're down 0-1 on this best 2 out of 3 state championship series. 11 o'clock game 1 and a game 2 we're hoping will follow. So the Lady Cougars have to win a doubleheader to claim the championship tomorrow. But 11 o'clock, first pitch here at the Lady Cougars Park. Also, Old Brook Festival going on this weekend. Stick around 10 this evening. Jason Scarborough has the Friday night end zone scoreboard show. All the highlights of games around the state. He'll be back at 11 in the morning for the college football preview show. Then we'll have Ole Miss tomorrow. Ole Miss homecoming against Louisiana Monroe. 3 o'clock kickoff, 1 o'clock pregame. Cats in action at B92. That's it. Again, your final score, Brookhaven Academy 42, Benton Academy 16. On with our studio production coordinator, Darren White. Beck Warren, this is Ken Hollingsworth. We bid you a good evening.
This has been Brookhaven Academy Cougar Football on B92. Game action was brought to you by Bain Drugs Brookhaven, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the Bank of Brookhaven, Toyota of Brookhaven, Perkins Ace Hardware Brookhaven,
Four Quarters Property Brookhaven, Green Tree Land and Timber,
King's Daughters Medical Center, Sullivan Ford Lincoln Brookhaven, the Dental Office of Dr. Clay Johnston, Insurance and Risk Managers, Brookhaven Monument Company,
J&B Tile, Highway 51 South,
Paul Barnett Nissan, your New York Life agents Dwayne and Kelly Allred, Clint's Pharmacy Brookhaven, Oak Lane Family Dental in Monticello, Pike National Bank, Mississippi Sports Medicine, your Landmax agent Chad Smith,
Cablin Feed in Pocatello, and by David Brewer, candidate for Circuit Court Judge.
Brookhaven Academy Football is a sports production of WBKN Brookhaven B92.